graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Suplex City, bitch.
Domination. You already know we get a lot of paper around these parts. Let's get into it.
The bonus is here, the business is big. One problem to solve it, put a part through your wig. Your little guys don't want part of your kid, cause I roast you. Leave you for dead, break out and buy coastal. State to state, I break the cake. Blow the pit before I sleep, then wake and bake. How about that? Them greenbacks, nigga. I got chicks, we can raise the stakes at any time. What you call paper is nothing, you long time. You make cocaine hurdle, homie, use a fraud. Try and be a boss and you more like Virgil. Power and respect come natural. It's like the root of all evil. Everybody got a price for that. For that bread. A nigga leave his man for dead. Chop his little rubber hand and demand some bread. It's a cold, cold world fight. So I'm gonna milk the game till it's all dry. Gotta get more eye. Shut niggas down, homeboy. Stop tripping. Them songs like trash weed. It's not hitting. Trying to tell you some good shit, nigga.
Welcome to episode 17 of Suplex City Limits for July 26th. 2015. As always, I am Jim, along with the Jimmy Heart to my earthquake.
Oh, yeah, it's Rando Commando here with a glass of whiskey.
And the Typhoon to my earthquake.
The pulverizer, fucking Paul Johnston.
Suplex City Limits is a member of the podcasting network on OSW. Paul, I just shit it. I shit it away. I usually rock that so hard. The OSW Podcast Network on PileDriverWrestling.net. You can listen to the show on Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn, iTunes, all over the place. Follow us on Twitter at Suplex City Limit. You can also follow me directly at Jim Vicious SCL. You can also follow Paul's band Gorgatron at Gorgatron Nodak. And you can also like our Facebook page, facebook.com/Suplex City Limits. You can also donate to the show on our Podbean page or directly through PayPal, suplexcitylimits@gmail. That's a whole lot of information. How's it going, guys?
Good. How come we don't have a Reddit account?
Because Reddit's full of the scum of the earth.
Dude, what the fuck is a Reddit?
What the fuck is the internet?
I hear about Reddit all the time. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this even is.
It's a forum where miserable people go to argue and one-up each other.
It's like, I asked somebody what Reddit was, and they're like, well, if you like looking at dicks, you should go to Reddit. Well, I don't really enjoy looking at dicks. So.
Yeah, do you like people calling you a fag?
So do you enjoy being berated over keyboard? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, keyboard warriors, dude.
Sign me up.
It's not all bad, I'm sure, but
I'm
it's
sure
just... It's a forum, and I don't know. They're trying to crack down on all the cunts, so I applaud them. I applaud them for that. Oh, man. So, yeah, this week, guest Paul Johnston of the Midwest Death Metal Badasses, Gorgatron.
Well, I don't know about badasses, but, you know.
We're here to throw emo kids and wood chippers.
We'll do some of that. Little fucking come over having fucking pieces of shit.
Oh, it's fucking great. So yeah,
fucking just crying.
Their pants are so tight. That's why they're so sad looking.
Maybe it's just got a fucking. Those pants put the fucking $1 Million Dream on their fucking nutbag.
That's great you said that because I was thinking the exact same fucking thing. $1 Million Dream and all, dude.
Well, it's a wrestling podcast. You gotta fucking work that shit in there, man.
You gotta get all your spots in, man.
Yeah, you gotta get them. Yeah.
I'll see what I did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, more wrestling jargon for you.
It was a slow week in wrestling news until fucking Hulk Hogan went around throwing the N-bomb around. So.
Yeah, I was really expecting something out of Scott Steiner, but thanks, Hogan, for filling our fucking news slot here this week.
Dude, he's been removed from the website. His merchandise is gone. They even made Curtis Axel fucking Curtis Axel again.
Oh, he's not Axelmania anymore.
No.
Shit, huh?
He's like, he shaved his fucking beard and dyed his mustache blonde, and that's what they do to him.
What do you think? What do you think Curtis Axel was doing come around Thursday when this story broke? He's just like sitting there looking in the mirror, like, fuck, fuck. Where's my Gillette?
He was probably off jobbing to somebody somewhere.
Yeah, he was probably off taping Superstars somewhere or some shit.
He has to drive everybody.
Just sitting in his fucking dressing room waiting for the pink slip is what he was doing.
For as good as his dad was, man, and as good as his grandfather was.
Yeah, the Henning family, man. That's got to be tough, though, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, how can you be better than perfect?
It's true. It is true. That's why I suggested on the show at one time that he should become Mr. Imperfect, you know? And then he would come out and, like, spit the gum and then miss it, you know?
Yeah, there you go. Like throw his towel, but it gets, like, caught on something or some shit,
Exactly,
you know?
right.
Yeah.
Little
Botch a bunch of fucking moves and shit.
Oh, wait.
Vignettes of him, like, bowling gutters and shit.
They tried that already with an old gimmick that they threw on a guy that after he dropped the gimmick, he became pretty well-known superstar, but then they decided that they're going to throw him back into the gimmick for comedic relief, and yeah,
What's that?
we all know what happened there.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Come on, man, Blue Blazer.
The Blue Blazer.
Oh, damn.
Don't worry, it's completely safe. It's only going to break when you pull on this.
Oh, that's one of the saddest stories in wrestling, and to me, the saddest part of it is that he was dressed as the fucking Blue
That
Blazer
is
when
the
he died.
saddest. The whole thing. That is the saddest thing of that story, man.
It is. It is. It really is.
He died in a fucking blue fucking mask and jumpsuit, man.
That's
With that big fucking cape, too. That big gaudy fucking cape.
yeah. Capes don't help you fly, kids. Pro tip.
Dude, sadder than him fucking taking a nosedive and dying was his fucking King of the Ring acceptance fucking speech. Oh my god.
I like the King of Hearts gimmick, man. I thought that was.
Well, it was funny. You loved to hate it, though. It was so fucking obnoxious.
Right.
I did it! Like, oh. It's like nails on a chalkboard, dude.
Yeah, he was great in the ring, though. I do like Owen Hart.
Yeah, he was fantastic in the ring.
Until he tried that reverse fucking tombstone and
Yeah, he did.
break some necks.
He did break Austin's neck, and then didn't call him, I guess, too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shit. That's one of the saddest moments in wrestling, that fucking roll-up that Austin had to do to win that match.
Oh, he said it himself, too. He's like, "Now I hit the roll-up and you look like dog shit."
As he would, to use his term, it would be the drizzling shits.
The drizzling. Oh, fuck.
Oh, dude. So we usually try to get a handle on our guests, man. Like, so what's your history with wrestling, man? Like, when did you start watching wrestling as a little kid or what, Paul?
Yeah, there's always it was like wrestling superstars, like Saturday mornings.
Right.
So I'd watch all that, and then, my old man took me to a couple fucking shows in Fargo. And
what shows were those? The AWA shows, man? Or no?
No, they were WWF shows.
Probably around the same time.
They were crushing fucking AWA out.
Well, they were around there for, I'd probably say, what, like 88, 89? Paul? You're about the same age as us.
Yeah, it must have been, because I was like fucking... Yeah, it was right around the 1990 mark, probably, because I was like, fucking probably 10 years old.
Is that back when you were a lowercase p?
That's right. I was not quite too big to pee yet. Maybe like two-thirds pee. Some shit.
some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, and then fucking, grew up a little taller, and fucking the Attitude Era was happening, which was the fucking best shit ever. And funny story was I got to watch ECW back then too, because my old man worked for fucking Dish Network. So he's like, I got these showroom receivers that he's supposed to have like a storefront to where he could show everybody the channel. He's like, fuck that. We just had 2 showroom receivers in our house with every fucking channel imaginable.
I hope he's retired from this company now.
Yeah. But, so I was able to, somehow I found out that ECW played on this channel out of fucking the East Coast called MSG.
All right.
And they played ECW at like fucking, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, fucking Saturday nights.
The old ECW TV show, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, like, free barely legal pay-per-view, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
damn, that's cool.
So I'd like take a break from being a teenager and like getting fucking drunk off of Silver Wolf vodka. I'd go home and fucking watch ECW, Saturday nights. Every fucking Saturday. It was cool.
Yeah.
But then, everything got PG and kind of fell out of it for a while, but kind of back in it now. So I don't know.
Right, yeah, that was the same, I guess, like, we were more, I was more of a WCW. I think Rando is as well.
Oh, I was.
But, yeah, so, like,
WCW
I watched Nitro, too, yeah, man.
Yeah. But, yeah, since childhood, and then, like, I dropped off once WCW went out. I dropped off, and then, like, I was very sporadic until, like, the network launched, and I was like, well, fuck, I'll get this, and then I started, the first pay-per-view came along, and I watched it, and then I was like, then I got back into watching Raw. Although I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but now we have to watch it for this.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess, man, we're just fucking, we're just sadists or something.
But, yeah.
Enough punishment in our fucking lives.
Right.
Just like hiring a chick to just squeeze your fucking balls as hard as you can, repeatedly. Like, it hurts. It hurts, but I don't know. I keep coming back. I don't know.
Oh, thank God I'm not the only one who does that.
Yeah. I wonder how much that would cost for the average hooker prices these days.
Well, it depends on.
Cheap.
It depends if you want heels or flat soles and how long you want her to stand on your nuts.
Oh, you were standing on them. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
Stomping. Yeah, stomping's going to cost you.
Yeah, stomping's a little bit extra. Yep.
If anything gets on her shoe, it costs extra.
I'll just call them up and say, listen. Come over in an old White Snake t-shirt. Sweatpants. just get a good grip on them.
There we go, again on my own.
Have her fucking dance across the front of your car and shit. Jesus.
Now stomp on them nuts. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
I need you to back that Trans Am up and fucking park it right on my fucking sack.
What the fuck, man?
Woo, that got derailed in a
laughing
hurry.
so hard I can't even fucking talk. So yeah, man, these days it is pretty shitty. I like to shit on it. It's a good time.
Yeah.
At the same time, there is good stuff out there. I always watch the classic shit on YouTube, but now I'm kind of gotten into like these other companies, and I'm watching really weird shit, wrestling from Germany and shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That YouTube episode you sent me was pretty cool, actually. I didn't. That was actually pretty fucking entertaining.
Who was it from?
That was that. It's that independent circuit that throws all their shit up on YouTube.
WCWC?
Yeah, WCWC. Yep. That was.
Yeah, shout out to that, man. I just happened across it this week, and they put out an hour long show every week on YouTube and TV out in the West Coast, out in Vancouver. But they're following the exact thing that I've said on this podcast before that indies need to do to remain successful right now, which is put a show on fucking YouTube. You still have your commercials in it, plus you get all, any monetization from clicks, and anybody can watch it. It's genius, man. Their shows are on Saturdays, so I think they're on YouTube early Sundays. So I wake up on Sunday and watch that. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible, man. It wasn't.
It was W what again?
WCWC.
Okay.
Don't ask me what that stands for, because I don't remember.
I'll fucking enough to give it a go.
It was like decent production value, multiple camera angles. I mean, it was a professional setup. I mean, they got somebody, whoever's producing that for them knows what the fuck they're doing. I mean, it's low budget. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's quality stuff for what they have to work with.
The worst part about it is that the crowd is very fucking scarce.
Yeah.
And is that sort of all ages indie show crowd, which I prefer. If I'm going to go to an indie show, I want to go to an indie show with like other fucking drunk, assholes who will do Super Dragon chants and shit. I don't want to go where there's like little kids next to me, like fuck, I'm drunk, fuck you.
Yeah, I want the sleazy shit, man.
Yeah, I know. I want I think it should be 18 and over shit, man. Why not? If I did an indie right now, I probably would do an 18 and over and just like push it pretty fucking far.
Push it to the limit, man.
I don't think you need to have deathmatch shit because I don't like that kind of fucking garbage anyway.
Deathmatch? No, man. I don't like the shit.
There's not a whole lot of wrestling involved in it.
Dude, I watched this one. I put it on Twitter a couple weeks ago. I talked about it a little bit. It takes place outside, and it is literally the most absurd thing I've ever watched in my life, dude. Like,
that was that CZW?
CZW, but it's in Japan, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And,
I'm watching through their fucking tournament of death fucking shit, whatever.
And that's where that one guy there, Jesus, that Botchamania always likes to use.
Jesus.
If you ever watch Botchamania, that shit's fucking awesome. I imagine anybody who listens to this probably does, but...
Yeah.
Dude, there's they hit a guy with a car. Like, they go walk off and jump in a car and come driving at the ring and hit a guy with it and drag a guy in the rocks, like, behind the car. I'm like, this isn't even fucking wrestling. I don't even know what the fuck this is, dude.
This is ridiculous.
And they're moving this big box truck so a guy can jump up and it's driving in the crowd. They're driving that car in the crowd. It's every single person in attendance to that is like in fucking danger the whole time. It's crazy. The fires that are going on in the ring, like parts of the ring are so fucking on fire that it's like almost scary, out of fucking control. I have no idea what the hell those cats are doing over there. I don't like that deathmatch shit, but yeah, that's good stuff. And then that the West Side, I think it's WXC maybe. It's West Side. Connection Wrestling, something of that nature, out of Germany. I saw a match with Chris Hero on there, which he's kind of a lot of people know him and shit. So it's like American dudes do go through on there, and it's pretty cool, man. Everything's in fucking German, but good wrestling. If you like just watching a wrestling match. Which, I mean, I like a little story in there if possible, but I'll sign up for just a good match,
Well, a good technical match has its own fucking beauty in itself, man.
Right.
That's why you hear so many guys talk about shit like with fucking Steamboat and Savage fucking back in the day, and that's what that shit was, man.
Yeah.
Solid technical fucking style.
Like, I think my favorite wrestling show of all time is the New Japan Super J Cup from the Super J Cup '94. Is fucking awesome, and it's all Japanese, and it's still fantastic. And so that one night tournament, all the matches on there are just fucking awesome. That's good shit. So yeah, you don't even need the language for it.
That's when you know it's good wrestling. When you don't have to listen to.
Yeah. So you guys, did you get a chance to see what Hulk Hogan said?
Yeah.
Who didn't? When you seen that pop up on your news feed or whatever, you clicked on it right away. You
basically, if his daughter is going to date a black man, he hopes that he's 8 foot tall basketball player and
worth $100 million or some shit.
Just really fucking pretty outlandish shit.
It was rough, but obviously, man, that point of view sucks. And is horrible, but it's like it's kind of in the heat of the moment, man. Maybe he's like, he's pissed off at his fucking daughter.
Yeah.
Every dad's like protective of their fucking daughter.
Right.
This is sound like I'm sticking up for him too, which I don't want to do, but it's just like, man, you can't even say anything in the privacy of your own fucking house anymore. Like if you're a celebrity, because that's where that shit came from, wasn't it?
Yeah, somebody recorded it over the phone, I think. Yeah, that's what happened to a lot of people. That's what happened to Dog the Bounty Hunter. Kind of had similar shit, where somebody recorded a phone call of him dropping N-bombs, and I think Mel Gibson, also Donald
Yeah.
Sterling, the old owner of the Clippers.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, also at the same point, Hogan's 65 years old. Like, what do you expect? I was not that surprised that a 65-year-old guy's racist. Like, that
Well,
doesn't.
Yeah.
You can't blame the guy for like wanting his daughter to find, a rich, athletic,
Well, yeah, well,
NBA star or whatever, because you know damn well she's not going to be able to carry her own career.
well, she's fucking what a do-nothing fucking bitch, man. His kids are a do-nothing bunch of fucking shitheads.
They're like the Kardashians,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Oh, dude. Like, why was that chick never? Why did she never get into wrestling?
Because she's a lazy bitch.
Well, yeah, but she's an Amazon. She's fucking tall.
Yeah,
Like, she could have fucking. She's still only 27. I mean, probably too late to. Well, no, it's not too late to start now. But they like to get those chicks young, like Paige. They signed her at 19.
Oh, man.
They're like, we can fucking mold your mind and.
I
make
would
you-
fucking drink her bathwater, by the way. God damn it.
I'd eat Skittles out of her ass, and I don't even like
Yeah.
Skittles.
I would brush my teeth with her diarrhea.
Can you one up that? I'm just waiting for Randy to go
Well.
with the next one.
No, I can't, because I'd use it as mouthwash. There we go. That's what I got.
Swish it around.
Is that a peanut?
She's pretty hot.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
she's a good-looking
Yeah.
gal.
The only thing that, cancels it out is her fucking British accent.
Yeah.
I hate fucking British accents.
No,
yeah.
that's good. I like that.
What did I
Yeah.
say? The other day it was, her and Becky Lynch in a whose accent is a bigger boner killer match.
Oh, that's that, the Irish broad, right? With the super
Yeah.
orange hair?
Yeah, she's got the orange hair, yep.
Just like both of their accents, they're just like, ugh, just like don't say anything, please.
It almost, like, her accent almost makes it sound like she's deaf.
Yeah, he almost does talk
Yeah.
like Steph. This is my house. No.
I will say, though, man, seeing some of the women's wrestling shit that's happening lately,
Yeah.
it looks a lot more legit than it has in a long time,
Oh,
in my
wow.
opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Flair's fucking daughter,
Right.
she's a fucking beast, man.
Yeah, she's awesome in the ring.
She needs to stop wearing booty shorts because she has no booty. So
Right, yeah.
like
she
her
has
ass
no
looks
ass,
like
but-
her ass fucking grosses me out. Like, you need to get bigger shorts, chick.
Yeah,
She should probably wear pants, actually.
She's got a truck driver ass, man.
Every in WWE, every chick's got to be dressed like a fucking hooker. Like, can this chick just wear pants? Would that be,
Well, they could be leather pants. Like, she could
Well,
do,
they
chick thing going on.
right? I'm sure they would be super tight. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. She can work. Becky Lynch can work. Sasha Banks can also work. They brought those three up recently, and
Yeah.
but they keep putting shit in there with them. It's like, oh, you get two good ones, and then you get like fucking Brie Bella in there, who just sucks shit.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty much the eye candy part of the equation. But
they're
yeah,
not.
those
I
chicks
walked away,
that
that's
came
my
up,
guess.
man, it was fucking. They were laying it in, man. Their bumps were pretty fucking solid. I
Yeah,
thought.
we'll get into that in the pay-per-view. They fucking roughed Brie Bella up pretty good. It was pretty badass, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I dug it.
The WWE, though, did make an announcement today in their typical WWE way. Quote, WWE terminated his contract with Terry Bollea, a.k.a. Hulk Hogan. WWE is committed to embracing and celebrating individuals from all backgrounds, as demonstrated by the diversity of our employees, performers, and fans worldwide. And I'd like to transition that to...
I'm like, sorry, I couldn't hold my laugh in there anymore.
to part of the show that just came organically. This week in Vince McMahon, but I want to go all time in Vince McMahon racism. So I want to talk about all of the racist ass shit that the WWE has done over the years, and there's a lot of it.
Oh man.
Specifically, and we'll throw out racism against other races. I mean, we'll throw out the fact that every Asian wrestler comes down to Fing Fang Dong Ding fucking song.
Oh, dude, the first thing I was gonna say was, yeah, how about fucking Kai and Tai?
every Japanese wrestler or Oriental wrestler, Oriental's a negative term, I guess they say. Anyway, any Asian wrestler, they all come down to the Ping Pang Pong fucking songs, and it's just fucking stupid, man.
No, you remember the fucking, I choppy, your pee-pee. Val Venus fucking feud that they had going on.
Yeah, I remember that.
What a dark moment in fucking wrestling history.
Yeah.
See, that was the thing. There's the difference, and I didn't really get into it. Is that you're saying you're like the Attitude Era, which is pretty much the shit. There's that whole school of thought, and then there's cats. I actually don't like that. I mean, I like the Attitude Era for The Rock and Austin and stuff like that. But man, there's a lot of stuff in there that really fucking sucks, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't have a fucking 100% fucking home run rate, but
like I think for that at that time I was more WCW, and I think still I'd rather watch an episode of Nitro from 1997 or 8 than Raw. I guess, I don't know. At least there you can see like Rey Mysterio and Psychosis have a badass fucking 10-minute lucha match or something.
Yeah, the cruiserweight shit they had going on was pretty awesome, man.
They stole all that from ECW though.
Yeah.
There's some great matches in old ACW too with Ray and Psychosis and Conan.
Yeah, I always liked Super Crazy, man. That dude was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He did some bitchin' high spots too.
Yeah, I've been into I like that fucking high flying shit. That's always been my favorite stuff. So, racist shit and like I said, so yeah, throwing out the Asian people with Ping Pang Pong songs and wearing fucking bulls on their head and wearing ninja costumes and shit, and also throwing out all of the atrocities against fucking Latinos that they've done.
Oh my god.
Kerwin White, dressing Hector as a turkey.
As a turkey, right? Yep. The whole fucking gobbledygooker bullshit.
Eddie Guerrero, lie, cheat, steal.
Yep. That's it. Yep.
There's lots of racial shit there. So we'll focus on their issues, with the African American community. I'll start you off with Junkyard Dog coming down to the ring with a fucking collar and a chain, barking on all fours, man. Do you think that's pretty racist or what?
I couldn't really wrap my head around that fucking character ever, because he was the Junkyard Dog, right? He had like the chain and he barked, but then he like danced too.
Yeah,
well, that's another part of that's another fold of the racism is like back in the 80s and shit, every black wrestler danced pretty much, didn't they? They either danced or they were the fucking like super aggressive, I'm gonna fuck your wife, your white wife.
Like Tyrone.
Yeah. Like the gangsters or something,
So it was like Junkyard Dog's like, yeah, I'm this big, mean, nasty motherfucker, but I know when it's time to get funky.
Right? Look at all those guys. Coco Beware. Not really racist, but he danced. You were either the tribal,
Oh, like Kamala?
You were the black guy savage, or you were the angry, fucking intense, scary black guy, or you were the really happy dancing black guy, and that's it. I mean, I couldn't think of that's pretty much what they would throw you into.
Yeah.
So yeah, Junkyard Dog, what else you got, man? Kamala, as you said, I actually really like Kamala as a gimmick. I think it's pretty awesome. But dude, just like he's from Uganda and he slaps his belly. You're a bigger guy, Paul. I catch myself doing that when I walk around the house. Like slapping my gut like fucking Kamala and shit.
It's like ham boning that shit. Yeah, why not? I probably do. Like, if I'm like, oh man, I'm starting to feel kind of hungry, fucking probably give it a few pats.
Walk it around like Kamala.
I don't think I've ever aspired to be like Kamala.
No one has.
But I mean, any of the other big guys like Bam Bam or Vader, I definitely aspire to be like them. But,
we agree completely on that, dude. Those are like two of my. Growing up, I always liked dude, a fat guy, badass fat guy. I was like all about it as a fat little kid.
Fucking A.
Bam Bam Bigelow and Vader were like the top two as well.
Yeah. But how about you want to talk about the racist shit? Not even a black guy. What about Hakeem?
Yeah, exactly.
Hakeem, yep, the African Dream.
How terrible of a fucking gimmick was that?
I think it was a slight at Dusty because he kind of talked like Dusty.
But yeah, for real, because he was like, "Oh, I got soul, baby," and fucking like, man.
Well, even that, his manager was another fucking racial stereotype.
Exactly, Slick.
Yeah.
Slick Rick.
Was he Slick? Slick Rick was a rapper. I think he was just called Slick.
The Slick. Oh yeah, maybe he was.
And yeah, of course, he's a pimp or whatever. I mean.
Well, that goes. Then we can start, go branching off into like the Attitude Era. You had your Godfather.
Yeah.
Would you consider that racist?
I don't know.
Is it?
I mean,
racist?
I guess a black pimp. I mean, that's
it's stereotyping.
Probably is. But yeah, I don't ever understood Akeem. We've talked about that on here in our Worst Gimmicks show. I don't know what it is. What the fuck was anybody? He came in as the one-man gang who he had a fucking mohawk. He was big. He
was badass.
He was bad fucking ass. And yeah, come up to WWE and we're gonna immediately turn you into this stupid fucking thing.
Yep.
With a fucking stupid fucking hat.
He had said it one time, too, that Vince came up to him one day, and he's like, "Can you dance?" And he's like, "No, I can't dance." And he's like, "Well, you better learn," and walked away. And then, shortly after, they're like, "You're going to be Akeem."
Here's your blue tights and your yellow boots, and be sure to put this hat on.
What were they thinking?
And by the way, you're from the deepest parts of Africa. Deepest, darkest parts of Africa.
What was the story of it? I don't remember.
That was it. He's just from the deepest parts of Africa.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, that's
I guess there was that one match we used to watch all the time with Akeem. Because it was with Akeem and Bossman, and we'd always watch it for a clothesline in there.
Oh, the Rockers.
Was that who it is?
Yeah, he laid a clothesline on a young Shawn Michaels that was...
brutal as fuck, man.
Yeah, it was fucking
Welcome
brutal.
to the business kid kind of fucking clothesline.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Well, I think there was a couple spots leading up to that. Michaels was doing his high flying shit, and I think he may have caught him with a real kick or something. May have threw him a potato there, and fucking Akeem was done with it. He was all done.
Him a fucking receipt, too.
Yeah, he folded that motherfucker up, man.
I remember we used to watch that. That was one of those just back and again and rewind and again in slow motion.
And then another one we used to always watch was Billy Gunn. Not Billy Gunn, I'm sorry, Bart Gunn. Bart Gunn versus Butterbean at WrestleMania 10.
Oh my god.
Was that 10 or 12?
I don't know offhand.
Whichever one had the fucking tough enough match.
It was the Brawl for All, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What
a horrible fucking idea.
Roundly agreed upon as the worst fucking idea they've ever had.
Oh, motherfucker, was it ever entertaining, though. My God, for the, 27 seconds he lasted in the ring? No, it was 17.
So many guys got hurt in that, man. Dr. Death, Steve Williams got hurt. And just a bunch of people.
Johnny B. Bad. What did he go by over there, though? He didn't go by Johnny
Mark
B.
Barrow.
Mark Barrow, yeah. Yep, that's right.
Oh, Marvelous Mark?
Yeah, Marvelous Mark Barrow. That's right.
Yeah, I can't believe because wasn't he a fucking Golden Gloves boxer in real fucking life?
Yeah, then he lost to Bart Gunn. Because I think it was those two that were left after the whole thing.
Yeah, he had a boxing style, but Bart Gunn was just like a fucking southern ass kicker, you know?
Right.
One of those guys who, no technique, just fucking big fucking solid southern hands.
Let's see how well that fares with you when you're fighting Butterbean. My God.
Dude, some of those old Butterbean fights are fucking... Just that overhead right, man.
Oh, yeah. And that's what he caught him with both times. He knocked him down twice.
Time.
And as soon as he hit on that second one, the ref is like, "We are done here. This is all done."
What Jackass movie was it where they did a boxing in a sporting goods store?
Oh, Johnny Knoxville against Butterbean.
And he knocks Johnny. Was it Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah, it was Knoxville. Yeah.
And he knocks him fucking out so bad, dude.
He's snoring.
With a body shot.
Yep.
Yeah. The ball. At least if he fucking knocks you unconscious, you're not just laying there.
I thought he hit him in the head.
Pain. Well, he landed a few headshots too, but the
'Cause he
one
was
that
literally
dropped him was to the body.
He was literally snoring. Dude.
Yeah, he was snoring. He was knocked out cold. He had to go to
Was
the
it?
hospital
Okay.
after
I
that.
think so.
Yeah, I think he got a concussion out of that whole fucking deal, I do believe.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's still not as bad as the worst fucking Jackass skit, and that's where they take those fucking vanilla envelopes and give themselves fucking paper cuts. Like in between the toes and shit, man. Oh, man.
Did you like the crease of his fucking mouth?
Yeah.
You like,
oh, it's fucking giving me chills just thinking about it, dude.
I hope they drive on and do another Jackass movie, because as dumb as those fucking things are, I laugh hysterically at them, so they accomplished their goal.
The best one I ever seen is they had Wee Man laying on the bed, and they're like, we're going to have Wee Man disappear. We're going to do a magic trick. And then this big fucking fat chick just, like, jumps on the bed and, like, just covers fucking Wee Man.
God, she was a fucking truck, too. Yeah.
I think the best thing that they did was when Ryan Dunn did drunken Porsche driving on Jackass. I'm Ryan Dunn, and this is drunken Porsche driving.
He stuck another car up his ass again that night, huh?
He died how he lived his life, with a car up his ass.
Man.
The most offensive podcast in all of podcasts.
I was just gonna say we're tipping the offensive meters right now, and we're like 20 minutes into this shit.
I don't know how far we are in, but I will.
Oh, we are in deep, son.
I will show up to the awards show and personally accept the award for most offensive wrestling podcast. I will bring a prepared speech.
Oh, it's already written. It's already fucking written.
Other ones that I have, I made a little list today. I started thinking about it, and when I should have been doing other shit, but nonetheless, dude, when they had Tony Atlas come back as Saba Simba,
oh yeah,
what the fuck was that, dude?
I find myself fucking saying that a lot.
That falls in with the Kamala style, like.
Right? Why weren't they a fucking tag team, dude? Was that around the same time? Like the same era?
I don't think so. Kamala was an interesting cat, man. He said that at one point he talked about when he wrestled Undertaker in the first casket match.
Yeah, it was the first casket match.
And he said he got like $9,000 for that, and like the same card, fucking Undertaker made $250,000.
Yep.
And they paid Kamala $9,000. I think he's a super awesome guy. He's been around on some podcasts, but seems like a not a greatly educated man, you know. And I just like, wow, $9,000 for WrestleMania. That's a bitch.
Yeah. I saw. You gotta take what you can get, man. Fuck.
I saw. The fuck, something today on. I YouTubed it too to see if I could find stuff, and I saw something with Goldust coming to the ring in blackface with an afro wig, dressed like a pimp with a boombox up to his head.
Oh, I vaguely remember.
I didn't remember it. I was like, wow, that's yeah, and
that's not your daddy doing the booking there, son.
And the King's like, he's Shaft. And Jim Ross, shut your mouth. I'm like, oh no, dude. I was like, Jim Ross kind of saving the day as always, but that's pretty fucking bad. Virgil?
Hey, man, fucking Goldust was always all about pushing the fucking envelope, though.
I love that character, man.
His character himself was like putting that like homophobic fear into everybody.
I'm a big fan of. It sounds weird, but I'm a fan of that gimmick, man. In Ring of Honor, they have Dalton Castle.
Dalton Castle, and he fucking sells that shit like crazy, man.
Oh my god, he might be the best ever at that.
I think he's right up there.
He comes out, he's got this really fucking freaky mustache, you know.
He's got the Pedder mustache, and he's got the two guys, and
he has Asian twins who are his young boys, which in Japan, you have a young boy. He'd be like a young, trained wrestler, but they come out in these masks, shirtless, and he comes out with a cape that he opens up that looks like a giant, you know, fucking peacock, and they like on a couple episodes ago we talked about it on the show. The two young boys like kind of lay over on their backs like this weird shit and make like a bench, and he sits on them and delivers a promo. It's so fucking Oh, it just hits that nerve, and I think that's
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it really is. Because the first thing he said when he got on the mic, I think, it sure sounds like there's a lot of boys out there tonight.
Yeah.
No.
It's like, oh.
As I've said on here,
Just-
I've said it on this podcast many times, it's still a gimmick that's never been done, and I still think would bring the greatest heel heat of all time, and that is a pedo fucking gimmick, dude.
Agreed.
Yeah, no one's touching that with a 10-foot fucking pole.
I would
though.
do it. I'd do it on the indies if I was an indie guy. I suggest if you're an indie wrestler, just pick up that shit. Come out to the ring and fucking give little kids candy and shit. Oh my god.
You better have a fucking big security team.
Because dude, you could come out to the ring, seriously, and you would give out candy to kids and be really nice to them, and you would be over with children at the same time heel with the parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, what a crazy dynamic that would be. I don't know why no one's done it. I think you should go for it. ECW should have done it back in the day.
Yeah, they should have.
They would have been the company for it.
Yeah.
Was there any fucking kids at ECW shows, though?
No.
Of course not.
But they didn't have to be. You could still come out and, have a creepy mustache, and I don't know. How would you get it over if there weren't kids to give candy to? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because nobody's going to
Whatever.
try it.
I don't think there's any getting over, period, with that. gimmick.
There's no getting over, only getting off.
There's plenty of heat. There's plenty of heat because it's so steamy.
We talk about Virgil all the time on this show because he's a good mosquito dick jabroni. Don't give him money, as I say every week. Give us money instead. Suplex City Limits at gmail.com on PayPal. No, Virgil.
How could he never make himself into anything though?
We talked about it last week. He wrestled 10 matches ever, I think.
Yep.
In WWF, he had a run with when he broke off from the $1 Million Man, and then what? He was gone, right? I mean,
Yeah, he was
he showed up in WCW.
well, right.
But I come to think of it, I think I know. I watched one of his matches when he broke off, and he had those tights on that he just looked like a big fucking gay peppermint. 'Cause they were this was red and white striped tights. I'm like, dude, yeah, he's a big Jack Black dude, but I'm still not scared of him at all.
I don't think he's very big.
Tights. Well, he was jacked back then, though. He was pretty muscled up.
Yeah, everybody was on the Hogan steroids back then.
That's right. Taking they're called vitamins, brother.
Just saying your prayers, taking your vitamins, brother.
They're vitamins, nigga. That's Hulk Hogan. That's not me.
That's Hulk Hogan, yeah.
No, that was Booker T, right?
Originally, it was Booker T.
Speaking of Booker T.
We condemn Hulk. We don't have to. Some podcasts are probably going to have to be like, oh, Hulk Hogan. Whereas we shit on Hulk Hogan every episode of this show since it started. So.
Oh yeah, and he just gave us a full tank of gas on the shitmobile here.
I wonder where he's going to go. He's going to show up in some other shitty wrestling promotion now.
Why would he?
TNA, dude. Next week.
He doesn't
He'll be
have to
on
do
TNA.
anything for the rest of his fucking life.
Dude, he still has to sign them alimony checks.
Oh, he has to work, dude. He's poor. He's not rich anymore, dude.
Really?
When his wife left him for a 19-year-old friend of his son, yeah, she took everything, man.
Oh yeah.
And that's such shit too. That bitch. What did she ever do? Jack shit in her life. Sat around the house all fucking day.
Sucked Hogan's
whatever.
cock.
She
That was about it.
No, she came by and fucking sucked off other wrestlers for coke.
That's what I've heard. I've heard there was some swinger parties back then.
Huh.
In case you wanted to bang Linda Hogan. And that's the only thing with going back to Hulk Hogan briefly. All of these fucking sex tapes with a Hogan, and none of them are Brooke. I call bullshit.
All that is a girl with Hogan's fucking chin. It's just I'd probably be like, hey, that doesn't look too. Oh, look at that fucking. Look at that chin.
look at that chin there, huh?
Look at that chin, brother.
She'd say brother while you're banging her, and it'd just be like, done.
Yes. Oh no,
Yes,
yeah.
brother.
I'm completely flaccid.
It's back in the day. I thought one of my buddy's sisters was hot. I was like, man, your sister's hot or whatever. And then one time I saw a picture of her that just, like, for some reason in that picture, I saw him. And it was like, never again, you know?
Yep.
Because you know that would be like, you'd be like, you know, about to do something with her, and then like the moonlight would hit her face just right, and you'd be like, it's fucking him. And then I saw him and her, and then that was it. Never again, dude. And I suppose if you see that in her, you know, if you see that in Brooke Hogan, then you know. What about the fact that Hulk Hogan only fucks chicks who look like his daughter?
That's also creepy as fuck.
Every chick looks like her sister or something. You know?
Well, he can afford it, I guess, but yeah. I mean, it's pretty typical though. Just like, yeah, just hot blonde chick. Well, yeah, his daughter's pretty much just a typical hot blonde chick. They're like fucking a dime a dozen, you know.
Who's never like, oddly, you know, somehow Nick Hogan crashing a car is doing more than his sister's ever done with her life.
Ooh, zing.
Oh no.
But she's a singer.
She's a terrible singer.
Yeah, I know.
I caught a ton of fucking Twitter heat one week because I called out her singing.
Yeah, do you hear that shit, Paul? Fucking King Kong Bundy
fucking
himself got pissed off at Rando because Rando was talking shit on Brooke Hogan singing.
Yep.
What the fuck does he have to do with anything?
I think he blasts it when he drives around in his truck, man. I envision he drives a truck, right?
I would assume he drives a truck.
Maybe a van.
Maybe a van.
Probably a big black van.
And a van with a fucking elevator ramp on the side. Not that he's in a wheelchair, but he just stands on the lift and like presses the button.
Yep, takes him back.
Like because he wants to make an entrance. You know?
That would be a good entrance. Show up somewhere.
Yeah, really slow off the van.
Looking around, pointing at people and shit.
I actually watched. There's a new Dave Attell comedy special on Netflix.
I fucking love Dave Attell.
The new special's fantastic. But at one of the venues, there's like a wheelchair lift next to the stage, and he gets on it and like rides it down super slow.
Yeah.
I
was watching that one. That was the one where he was at like he would do a bit from a different club.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He like rides the elevator or the wheelchair lift down. I was like, that's an entrance, man.
Speaking of comedians, JD's got something coming out real quick. Let's plug that for him real quick on the air.
I plugged that on our page. Let me get the exact release date on it. Yeah, our first guest of Suplex City Limits ever, episode 12, comedian JD Provos. I was burping during my promo.
I'm sorry, dude.
I'm just trying to burn time until I can find this thing.
Oh, I got it right here, man.
Oh, you do?
I'm just saying his debut comedy EP, I'm just saying, you guys, will be released on Monday, August 3rd.
You can check out his Bandcamp
his
for information.
Bandcamp for more information. Also, check out episode 12 is when we had him on.
Yeah.
Yep. So
awesome. I love the title of that. That's pretty good.
Just stay in. I actually went and saw him and a few other local comedians did a show at Courtney's, the comedy club here in town. I actually went out and saw it, and he fucking killed it, man.
That's awesome.
He's my kind of comedian. He's got jokes about wrestling and death metal. I'm like, yes.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Finally.
Right up the fucking alley here. Real quick, while we're sticking with Hogan here, while we're on the Hogan subject, Casey has got a good question here.
All right.
Do you think the Hogan firing had more to do with than just a racist comic? Do you think that it could be just the tip of the iceberg of something else?
Oh, well, I mean, he's in a lawsuit right now with Gawker over some of his pornos.
Okay.
Or one of his pornos, I don't know. It's just like the worst. It is, okay, that fucking porno is basically the porn equivalent of the match that him and the Ultimate Warrior had when the Warrior came to WCW. Seriously.
A lot of hype and no substance.
Just, yeah. I mean, as that match is like one of the worst wrestling matches to ever take place, his porn is literally one of the worst porns ever. Like I said, you think it's lagging, like it's in slow motion, but he really fucks that slow.
Nope, yeah. That's how fast they move. Yep,
just old slow fucking.
I think there's that. And I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe people are just fucking sick of him.
I'm gonna come, brother.
Oh yeah, here it comes. What you gonna do? When these 24 centimeters come all over you.
Brother, need a bib for this one, dude.
Don't call me brother.
It's time to take your vitamins, brother.
Yep, time to take your protein, brother.
Hey, have you guys seen the fucking Facebook page called Homosexual Hulk Hogan?
No, but it sounds
Dude,
fantastic.
it's hilarious. They don't. I think some of my buddies down in Kansas run it because they're always reposting the shit. But it's like they don't post on it very often, but when they do, it's fucking great. Like they'll take some picture, like the infamous picture from WrestleMania 6, where they're the test of strength, where they're playing Mercy.
Yeah.
And he's got Warrior down on his knees in front of him, and it looks like nothing could be happening except that he's blowing him.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing that could be happening.
I'm glad. I just want to point out that I'm happy that the test of strength has been retired from wrestling.
Oh, good God. Thank you.
Rest in peace, the test of strength. Oh, dude. So, yeah, the WWE is racist, and them firing somebody for being racist is comical at fucking best.
Oh, it's like the whole bully thing that we went through, man. The whole fucking...
Yeah. Although, like, what would have been of this bullying campaign? And yet, like 2 years before that, they had a man playing a retarded man, and that other people would take advantage of and bully. Like, oh, okay. And now I'm not supposed to say retard anymore because you think that's bad when you did that shit. Fuck, get out of here.
Get the fuck out of town.
What are you fucking retarded?
Eh?
Oh,
hey, fucking
well, hey,
idiot.
what about fucking? Speaking of like racist gimmicks, what about the fucking Nation of Domination?
I was gonna bring that up earlier. Yep, I was gonna bring that
Farouk
up.
himself. So he was like the leader of the Black Panthers, pretty much.
I think actually, to me, like a lot of people said the Black Panthers. To me, it's way more of a slight against the Nation of Islam. I mean,
It could be.
because they even had two guys in the background at times. People don't remember it, but they'd have like little dudes with the little glasses and the bow ties on and shit, looking like fucking Malcolm X or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
So it was more of a Nation of Islam thing, but it was kind of a Black Panthers thing too. That whole period was racist because they'd have the Nation of Domination were in constant battle with El Veriquas, which is four, nondescript Latino guys led by Savio Vega, who actually could work. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the Disciples of Apocalypse, which is four bald fucking white biker guys. And that whole thing was... Yeah, that whole thing was pretty fucking racist all around.
Right.
Well, I don't even know if racist is the right word. It's like stereotypical,
Yeah.
for sure. But racist would be saying, "Here's the fucking Nation of Domination. We hate them because they're minorities."
Yeah. I liked the Nation of Domination. I think it was cool that it had balls. They wouldn't do anything like that now.
No.
And I think all those guys were into it. I think they probably dug it, and I don't know. It was progressive, kind of. I don't know how racist it was. I watched a thing today. That's the thing. I did go on YouTube, and I was searching around for WWE racist stuff, and there's videos of black people calling the Nation of Domination racist. So I don't know. I mean, obviously those people don't speak for everyone, but at least some people found it, to be offensive. But these days, people find everything offensive.
Yeah, you got to look at it too, though. Like, for as many token black things as there was, there's that many token fucking white things too.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah.
Stone Cold, Hacksaw.
Hacksaw's a good example. Yep.
Hogan, like, fucking man, if you're white, you better be fucking pro America, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, man. Like Cena, he's not patriotic all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
Well, whatever.
All of a sudden, it's fucking John Cena, man.
But the main point is the WWE has never had a black world champion. The closest thing you got was The Rock, who is half black and half Samoan, and
Booker T held the WCW belt for a while.
WCW was more progressive.
I couldn't believe they never fucking put the strap on him, man. Booker was fucking awesome.
And that's the weird thing I was thinking about today was you had WCW, which the WWE always likes to, point out the southernness of it. Good old boys and wrestling. But they were way more progressive. I mean, Ron Simmons was the champ fucking in the early 90s, man.
Yep. Yeah.
And then Booker T was also I felt like they were more down with that kind of shit than WWE, man. I mean, like I said, the closest you have is The Rock. How is that possible, man? I mean, it just blows my mind that that's the case,
All I can say is, damn.
Damn.
Because they could have put the fucking belt on, I mean, who would you say was a black performer who should have had the belt?
Booker T. Booker T.
Definitely.
For one, definitely.
I think Farouk should have.
Yeah, Ron Simmons. Yeah.
Did when he was in the Acolytes, did they ever even hold the tag belts?
I think they did briefly.
They did?
Probably did.
Yeah, I want to say they did briefly while they were with the Undertaker's little stable there at the time.
Oh, that was fucking weird, man.
Their satanic fucking whatever. Would you say Viscera, maybe? Speaking of fucking...
Yeah, he was fucking... Well, instead
For
of...
as huge as he fucking was...
They brought him out, again, what did you get when he debuted? You got Happy Dancing Black Man.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Oh, yeah, fucking Mabel or something?
How do you look at that guy? How does he come before you? And you're like, what we need to do with this guy is put him in purple and make him fucking dance and rap. I mean, he should have been a monster heel from Go.
Oh, absolutely.
As Viscera, he was fucking a scary motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Especially when he took his shirt off, for a while there.
Yeah, title worthy, though. I mean, I don't know.
They put the title on Ultimate Warrior or Diesel. I mean, there's been way worse fucking WWE champions than that. I mean, I wouldn't hold it to too strict of a fucking level, is what I'm saying.
Well, true. I was just thinking one of Viscera's man titties is, bigger than the fucking belt itself.
He's got that Abdullah the Butcher side titty. And I got a little bit of side titty, but nothing like fucking Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah, you don't have the wraparounds, dude.
No. Yeah, his titty goes all the way. They meet in the back. He's got back cleavage from his side titties. So I was looking it up. There's some interesting things. Ron Killings, also known as R-Truth in WWE.
Or K-Quick.
Or K-Quick. He won the belt in TNA from Shamrock, who was the first champion. So, K-Quick. I didn't even remember that, dude.
Yeah, I was just fucking watching some random pay-per-view, and I forgot that him and fucking Road Dogg were a tag team for a while, and they came out singing a fucking rap song, and I just cringed.
Yeah.
I love the New Age Outlaws. I always love that fucking entrance and shit, but yeah, that when he was with K-Quick, it was fucking horrible.
I don't even remember that, dude. Seriously.
That was in that, kind of gray area. Right when the Attitude Era was kind of fading away, and then to the PG shit.
I guess they did put the...
Way to go, Chris Benoit, for making it all PG.
I guess Bobby Lashley held the ECW, the reinvented ECW belt, which isn't really mean much, twice. And then...
See, that dude was a fucking monster.
Ezekiel Jackson won it on the final episode of ECW. And I think, isn't Ezekiel Jackson the guy who's now Big Rick, I believe, right? Is that what his gimmick was?
I think so, yeah.
I know he was in WWE, but I don't know if that was the case. So they haven't managed to put the belt on a black person yet.
Well, look at Ring of Honor. Look at Ring of Honor right now. You got Jay Lethal holding both belts right now.
Fucking A. Jay Lethal's badass.
Yeah. So
that's why.
Well, yeah. Well, that's why. Well, why is he not? I don't understand.
Why is he not in WWE?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Because fucking, I don't know. They're both gone.
Because he's tiny. I don't know.
Wow. That and he's fucking AJ Lee for a while.
Yeah.
Like most of them guys.
Yeah,
But
let's see.
we won't do what most of them guys do backstage and spend more than 5 minutes on her. So we won't.
Dude, who hasn't fucking banged AJ Lee, really?
Me?
By statistics alone, one of the three of us have, so.
How was it, Jim?
Oh, yeah. She went for the...
I don't know, man. She fucking looks like she's 12 to me. I don't.
I think that was why she was popular, dude. Like, the wrestling nerds, like, looked at her like a young girl, and then they thought that was the shit. That's why they fucking got boners over her.
See, I mean, even Paige, like, she at least, like, fills out her ring gear a little bit, you know? A little voluptuousness to her.
Yeah.
But, like, AJ, yeah, she would come, like, skipping out to the ring, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I can't get a boner to this.
I can't get a boner to skipping.
Not that that's the only reason that she should be there is to give me an erection, but...
That's why they put her there. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with ourselves.
This week in Vince McMahon's sexism.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Hey, whatever happened to that fucking chick? I think she was in Impact. They call her ODB.
Oh,
she wrestles in Ring of Honor.
She's in Ring of Honor,
Does
yep.
she?
Yep.
God, I had such a fucking, just a boner for that fucking broad.
Really?
Yeah, just a big, sassy fucking chick. Like, I dug it, dude.
I was gonna ask this week at because Ring of Honor. We're not gonna talk about it later. Might as well just mention now. It was that 200 episode.
It was a recap episode.
They had one match, and she was in that match. But I was gonna point out, I thought that was lazy. Let's do that for our anniversary shows. It'll just be like old shit. Like, oh, we didn't do any new shit. Here's old shit. I thought that was pretty.
Yeah,
weak,
we'll put for our 25th episode. We'll just take clips from all the other shit. Slap it together.
Fuck you guys. Anyway, they had one match, and it was a 4-on-4 tag, and she was in it with the Briscoe brothers. And I was going to propose on the show this week. I was going to be like, would you fuck her? And I guess, obviously, you would. I couldn't decide. She's a big, thick chick, but her face is fucking pretty terrible.
Don't even care. That's my shit, man.
That's my shit.
She could do fucking unspeakable things to me, and I would fucking love it.
She might do. She might kick you up on it, man.
Yeah, she might.
Maybe I'll email her. Fuck
No,
it.
speaking of Ring of Honor chicks, not like we have a whole bunch to talk about, but who's that chick that comes out with Moose?
Oh, yeah.
She's I like that one.
Oh, what is her? No, wait, is Marina Menino? Or no?
I think you're right.
I think she used to be in WWE as well. They have a long list of fucking hot broads that they,
Botched.
Like, oh, she's 25, fucking fire her.
Stacy Keebler's on the top of that list.
Oof.
That woman had legs for days.
Legs, man.
Yeah, she's.
Hey, how about this? How about Awesome Kong, smash or pass?
Pass. Pass here on this side.
I'd do it just for the story.
Yeah. I'm not a single man, so we're gonna go outside of my current, being in a relationship. I have to clarify that because my girlfriend does listen to this show. I love you. Baby, I love you. No, I would because I never slept with the black chick. And I would take pretty much, in the past, I probably would have took any opportunity. Being a fucking white boy from the DAC, I would have probably took any chance I had to sleep with a black woman.
That's true, man, dude. I've been looking for a big sassy black chick.
Sassy black chicks, if you're listening.
Yeah. I don't know where to find them. We're like I'm so fucking white.
Yeah. If you're a
we're
sassy...
from different universes, man. Like, I don't know where to interact with them.
I don't know, like, you're in a death metal band and shit. I'm like, what would you do? And you hate rap, so, like, what would you...
Oh, dude, no. I hate the rap that's out there now.
That's true. You do like the classics. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I'll listen to West Side Connection and E40 all fucking day, but, yeah.
Fucking A, man. So if you are a sassy black chick, and you had, like some white boys, hit him up with @Gorgatron Nodak on Twitter.
I'll do Gorgatron show, baby.
I would fucking love it. I hope, by this, because this stretch is fucking worldwide. So I hope I hope Black Chick hits you up, man. That'd be good.
Well, like Jim, you know me. Like, how fucking hilarious it would be if I had like a big, fucking black girl,
Right.
a girlfriend that just like did nothing but talk shit to me just constantly, just like berated me in public in front of all my friends. Like, it would
Why do you
that's
want
like
that?
that's what sitcoms are made of, dude. It'd be fucking hilarious.
It's fucking great, man. So yeah, I would smash.
Okay.
In conclusion.
In conclusion, I would smash.
Good answer.
Yeah. She's a big scary chick too, though.
Yeah.
We've been. This is great, man. We haven't even gotten into. I don't even.
Yeah,
We
well,
have to talk about it.
let's just see where this takes us. Fuck it.
We have to talk about. WWE Battleground,
We have to. Okay.
which emanated from the Scott Trade Center in St. Louis, Missouri.
I didn't think it was a bad pay-per-view up until the end. Up until the end, I'm just like, they're gonna fucking do this now. They're gonna do it now. The timing, I think, on all of this is so fucking ridiculous.
Wow. Well, they need a shot in the arm. Their ratings are at all-time lows.
Dude, I know, but it's summertime. People are outside. They're gonna be doing shit probably.
But dude,
for the
people
next...
are outside in the summertime every year.
Well, yeah, I
People
understand.
being outside in the summer doesn't explain why this are the lowest ratings they've ever had on Raw.
Yeah, I can explain why they've had the lowest ratings ever on Raw. Fucking. No, just fucking watch an episode. There, you have your fucking proof why the ratings fucking suck.
Why is Raw so terrible? Watch it.
Watch the motherfucker.
Yeah.
But no, I'm saying, it's dumb. It's fucking stupid. It's got, okay, so he's gonna beat Lesnar at SummerSlam, so it makes up for his loss at WrestleMania? What?
Oh, no,
Where are they fucking going with this? That's
I know exactly
my
where
problem.
they're going with it. But no, their ratings are bad. Everything is fucked right now, so they hot-shot The Undertaker in there. That's exactly what it is. And where they're going with this, I see Lesnar beats him at SummerSlam, Undertaker beats him at Mania, Undertaker's last match.
Well, fuck
It doesn't matter, man. They already shit the bed on the whole Undertaker thing because they already broke the streak.
Yeah, so what's it matter? I mean,
And then,
Everything
what
is
about last year?
it isn't even relevant to me anymore because the
Right.
streak is broken.
And you both wrestled last year on WrestleMania and not each other. So we'll get to that. So yeah, the opening match on the pre-show. Why do I start? I started watching it at 6:00, and I'm like, why do I watch the pre-show? Like, what a fucking masochist I was.
right?
I'm watching that shit, and I'm just like,
Why don't next pay-per-view I'll send my lady over to fucking step on your balls for you.
I'm sure mine would gladly do it. She'll gladly come and stomp on my.
I won't even have her charge you. I'll take care of it over here on this end.
I want to stomp your son's testicles.
That's right, Daddy. Now let's come over here to the pay window. Get this
I was
taken care of.
trying to go for the Mike Tyson, I guess. But
Oh, were you? Oh,
he
okay.
did say that to like Evander Holyfield or something, that he wanted to stomp on his son's testicles.
He wanted to eat his children too.
Well, that too. And then he followed. I'm gonna eat your children. God bless. That was the end.
It was also simultaneous with the bill.
Yeah, simultaneous.
What was it with Hal Holyfield where he got super fucking vicious? Like fucking, I'll fuck you till you love me, you faggot.
Yeah, that was him.
Like you think you a cockroach? You ain't no cockroach. You ain't no Alexander.
I love Mike Tyson like a motherfucker. There's a great documentary on Netflix. It follows him and Holyfield and what's that other cat? I forget his name.
Oh
Roy Jones
wasn't
Jr.
it
I think.
Yeah, what's it called?
okay.
Champs.
Yeah.
Really good documentary, and it really explains like why Tyson is the way he is, man. Like you look at his upbringing, and after having abusive fucking parents, and getting beat up all the time by people, Otto just trained him to be a fucking killer. Custom Auto just fucking trained him to be a fucking animal, man.
Yeah.
He never learned how to fucking, like, what an interviewer, she's like, what are you thinking about right now? I'm thinking about fornicating with you.
I usually don't talk to women unless I fornicate with them.
Yeah, yeah. That's what he said.
I remember that one. So unless, he's like, so unless you wanna,
Yeah.
I've never been
poor
a big
fucking
like,
white girl.
As
Was
far
that before or after he was convicted of rape? Probably before.
I like Mike Tyson as an entertainer in the ring was fantastic, but man, as a person,
I like him still. Did you ever see that? He had a show on Animal Planet for a while, and it followed. He's like really into pigeons.
Yeah.
So he has like
okay, all right, now
on the top of a building, he has all these pigeons, and he's really into it. And they go compete against other people, and I think he's an awesome guy. I think he made a lot of mistakes, but he's fucking great, man. And like, there's Jim Norton had a show on Vice. The Jim Norton, like a talk show, and he had Tyson on. And it's great as fuck, man. I like Mike Tyson.
Okay, so they have that like Mike Tyson mysteries on fucking on Adult Swim. Okay,
Yeah.
now you brought the whole pigeon thing from that show into perspective because I've watched more episodes of that than I'd like to admit.
I like that show.
But
I
it
think it's-
is funny, but I never fucking understood the pigeon thing. I never understood it until just now. You just enlightened me with that. Okay.
When he was a kid, someone kind of like when he met another kid who was into pigeons and showed it to him, and that was like his thing. He didn't want to go home because he'd beat up and shit by his mom and whatever. So pretty crazy. But yeah, I like Mike Tyson. Anyway, we keep trying to distract ourselves away from this terrible pay-per-view.
Oh yeah. Well, what do you
Well, there's definitely cooler shit to talk about.
That's true. That is true. Oh man. We got a fucking so that was terrible. That was for the crown. Luckily, Barrett kept his crown.
Oh, just to take a step back to the racism.
Yeah.
JD had a pretty good post earlier today.
What was that?
Dear WWE, what's with the character R-Truth? Sincerely, that's really fucking racist.
I think at one time they had R-Truth come out in a Confederate soldier outfit, dude. No shit.
Shut your fucking mouth, dude.
I'm pretty sure, dude. I heard about it. I've never seen it. But I believe that that's the case.
We are on the webs right now looking for that shit.
Looking for it, right?
We are on the interwebs right now.
So, yeah, then you had Orton and Sheamus for like the 10 millionth time.
Ugh.
Haven't seen that match before.
It was actually not a bad match.
No, it wasn't. Like I said, the whole
There it
pay-per-view...
is. There it is.
What?
That's going to be this week's picture, dude.
You found it. Okay, all right.
Yeah, with considering Hogan and everything, that's going to be the thumbnail picture for our Podbean. Right
all
there.
right, send that shit to me right away.
I will send it to you guys.
All right.
What do you think about, I mean, the crowd was really good for this, man.
Yeah, it was. I think you had a lot. It was an enjoyable pay-per-view. It was. It really was. I found myself pretty entertained by, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Here,
Is that for fucking real?
I'm going to send it to you as well, Paul. I don't know if you can...
Yeah.
If you can look at it, considering that you're recording. What do you guys think about that right there?
What the
Holy
fuck, dude?
Yeah, that
Are
happened.
you serious? Oh, that did happen. Okay, I'm posting that shit.
That's gonna be the picture this week.
It's like Samuel L. Jackson's character from fucking Django.
I always thought Virgil was kind of that character.
I'm going to post that to the wall right now. I'm going to post that with the caption that just says, "Is this racist?" To the fucking...
The answer is yes.
The answer is always yes.
A resounding yes.
The
So,
answer is always
Orton and Sheamus, like I said, could give a fuck. The 9 millionth time. The match was pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad match. It was just really nobody was interested in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I hear you.
Like Dustin Rhodes would say, where is the money?
Where is the money, daddy?
It's at the pay window, daddy. That's where you left it. That's where you left it with your ID. I don't know.
Oh, my God. So, primetime players and
it's
New
coming.
Day.
You know the Triple Dusty's coming tonight.
Triple Dusty.
Triple Dusty.
Oh.
We're gonna end the show with that tonight.
I think that was it right there. Primetime players and New Day actually liked. I like tag team wrestling. I think growing up in the '80s, when tag team wrestling was such a big thing.
Oh shit! Why the fuck did they have New Day drop the belt so fucking quick though?
It is weird. Because Darren Young's gay, maybe? No, I'm just joking. I don't know.
Well, it just seems like they're getting popular, at least, or they're getting heat, whatever way you want to put it. So it's like who the fuck are these other guys anyway? Who are the primetime players?
I like the primetime players.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like their promos. I liked when they came out and they would talk shit on all the other tag teams and stuff. That shit was funny.
The detention.
Yep, the detention.
Also known as the Ascension, also known on Suplex City Limits as the Faces of Queer. I don't know if you're up on all our terms. We also got some guys from NXT, the NXT champions, Blake and Murphy. They're the ass fuck twins.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. They come out to dubstep music, so yeah.
It screams ass fuck to me, anyhow.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the whole event came in this match, and I don't know if it was Titus or Darren Young, but one of them, I think it was Titus. He drops a leg drop, and you hear from outside, off camera, you hear Xavier Woods scream, "Worst leg drop ever!"
I think the most entertaining part was listening to fucking Xavier Woods outside of the ring of this match.
Great, man.
It was fucking funny.
He was fucking loud.
Yeah, he was. It was great.
It was great. The worst leg drop ever. Fuck, that's funny. And I was like, he's talked himself into not having to fucking take bumps, and then he ended up taking the hardest fucking bump of the whole match.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But, no less. I feel like he has a gaming channel on YouTube, and it does a better job of putting over WWE guys than WWE does. I don't even like Rusev, dude, but I watched Rusev. They had him, Xavier Woods, I think Barrett, a couple other guys. They had a fucking Street Fighter tournament on there.
Oh.
And dude, it was, Xavier Woods is fucking hilarious, man. All those guys, even Rusev, I was like, I don't like this guy, but on there he was really fucking funny playing Street Fighter. And I was like, how does this get their guys over more with me than they managed to do?
See, I don't know. I kind of disagree on the Rusev thing. Before Owens came along, I thought Rusev could have been the best fucking heel they have.
Yeah, I mean he's had potential. I'm so over the whole foreign heel thing.
He's kind of Nikolai Volkov.
Yeah.
He's better now. I think he's the people without Lana, how's he gonna do? I think he's better now.
Yeah, and to jump ahead to Raw, that little promo that he cut on her when he fucking was making out with that other chick, that was a pretty good spot, I thought.
Yeah, I just don't understand that story at all. They take a blonde chick off him and put a different blonde broad on him. I don't know.
Who dresses just like the other blonde chick.
It's just really weird. Yeah. I don't get the gimmick, but yeah. So that was my favorite moment of the whole card. It says something. I thought it was a good tag match. It was fun, and I was still at this point. I'm still in on the show. Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. I thought it was a good match.
Yes, it was. I thought it was a great match.
And Bray Wyatt went over, which is awesome.
Yeah, they did it the right way, and we got the family back together we've been calling for. Well, 2/3 of the family, but
yeah. Plus, you got exactly. I thought that was good. They never should have broke that up to start with.
Right. I mean, finally, they've been searching. They've been doing the hillbilly sort of backwoods fucking gimmick forever, and they never could get it right. And then they finally got it right, and then what do? They break the motherfuckers up right away.
And since Rowan, they had Rowan and Harper tagging. Rowan got hurt. They just stopped using Harper.
Right.
And he's great, man. Like I said, he's fucking really good.
And even that spot with Ambrose on Raw, they did a fucking fantastic job with the whole fucking thing. I thought. Yeah. I don't know. I think we're gonna see. Obviously, the build-up's gonna be to a tag match with them 4 guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Ambrose and Rollins, or not Rollins, but Reigns against the family. And once Rowan's back, once he's ready to fucking go again, I'm sure that they're going to throw him in the mix too. So we'll have our family back together.
And the rumor on the street, I don't know how long Rowan's out or what the deal is, but I heard that the rumor is that they're going to bring up Baron Corbin and add him to the family.
Ooh, that'd be fucking cool, yeah. I'd dig that.
I don't like that guy in any way, so I mean, adding him to it, at least he's a big long-haired dude. He'd probably fit in pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of dig the idea.
So, I thought that was pretty good. So at this point, I was still kind of enjoying the show. Charlotte Paige, with Paige and all those. So, that triple threat match. You got two chicks who can work, one chick who's garbage. And like I said, we were saying earlier, they worked fucking Brie Bella over. That was fantastic.
Yeah, they fucking showed her the ropes.
Do you notice how much of a non-issue she was?
Yeah.
She'd just be laying in the corner, like, why don't you just get out of the way and let these two chicks have a fucking match?
Why don't you let these two girls do a real wrestling match?
Yeah,
Sit back, take some notes.
Yeah, that whole Bella team is three chicks who can't work for fuck.
Yep.
You know? I don't know about that other. I doubt that other chick can. Alicia. Well, no. What's her name?
Alicia Fox.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing is gonna. Where that goes, I don't know. But so until we get matches that have two chicks who can actually work, this doesn't really help their situation at all. You know.
Well, we got talent in there in the women's division now. Finally.
Yeah, but if it's always gonna be a shitty one in there, or if it's gonna be. Doesn't matter which one it is against Nikki Bella. That's going to be a shit match. I mean, or they'll carry her along. And that's the thing that's funny is, like, some of these chicks, they've only been wrestling for a couple years. And you got the Bellas who've been wrestling fucking for, 6 years now.
Yep.
And they suck.
You're
like, Nikki's not so bad now. It's like only taking her 6 years. You had to watch her fail for 6 fucking years. Ugh. I thought that was a pretty shitty match, though. Because of
they just hit fast forward on her career because of her fucking tits. That's the problem.
Yeah. And then,
no more and then. Can we talk about Lucha now? Can we talk about Lucha now? Fuck.
John Cena and Kevin Owens.
Okay. I know you have a lot to say about this match. I have a lot to say about this match too, man.
The booking is fucking nonsense, dude.
It is nonsense, dude. Why even bring them up?
LOL, Cena wins.
And it's been the past 3 fucking feuds the same fucking way with every single guy that Cena fucking feuds with. He loses the first match, okay? Everybody gets all excited about it. And then, you're just going to have Cena go over on the next fucking 17 fucking matches with the guy. Or you're going to turn him into a coward or something like that, man. This is the one I started having problems with the whole fucking
It took everything out of me. It took everything out of the crowd.
Yeah.
Dude, are they fucking dense? Do you not get that? You didn't see that the crowd, the Fight Owens fight chants. I feel like I've posted on Twitter. I thought it was funny. You have like Fight Owens fight in men's voices, and then Let's Go Cena in children voices. It was so. I mean, it was like Fight Owens fight. Let's go Cena. It was so fucking terrible.
Yeah. Well, maybe they take into account, like, maybe they didn't know what the finish was going to be until they seen how many fucking adolescents were in the fucking crowd that night.
When John Cena's involved, you know exactly what the finish is.
Yep.
LOL, Cena wins.
Kick out. John Cena wins.
Dude, and that's another thing, man. The fucking WWE drones. If you have like 47 kickouts, it's match of the year. Dude, they do way too many kickouts, dude.
Yeah.
That's
what I was saying. That's what I was saying the first fucking time, the first match they had, that was on the fucking the live chat page or whatever, like, check this out, I'm gonna fucking drink every time there's a kick out. Yeah. And like half through the match is like, hey, can someone take me to the emergency room? Too many kickouts.
Too many kickouts.
Just see the kickouts.
Dude, I need more drink. Stomach pump.
Damn you, John.
I need an IV.
And dude, if you wanted to fucking put Cena over, pin him off that fucking middle rope AA. Just pin him off that.
Don't fucking make him tap on the worst, like, chin lock I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Tap out. It was sickening. I hate that move. And not to fucking mention another terrible, terrible springboard stunner.
He brought it back for you, yeah. That move's worked like once.
The
I
first
usually
I'll give it
post.
to him. That fucking his whatever I call it Death Valley Driver off the ropes was fucking. That was bitching.
Yeah, the AA.
Oh,
Yeah.
He should have pinned him on that if you want Cena to win.
Right?
So I usually post during Cena matches. I don't know. I didn't post. I have a meme that I made, and it's Ultimo Dragon. It's like Ultimo Dragon's not impressed by your STF because Ultimo Dragon actually knew how to do an STF,
Yep.
unlike Cena's, which is the worst ever. And then they had him tap. So it was like I didn't like the idea of Cena going over, and I don't like the way they did it. It just fucking killed me, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fucking terrible.
It just
I
They
didn't like it
pretty much
either.
fucking shit their pants on that.
It took all the wind out of the fucking main event for me, man. I was just like, all right.
Yeah.
So we got,
And what do you see on Raw the next day?
right away.
Owens coming out as a fucking just like a jobber,
Yep.
breaking up a fight in the ring, not Cena. And you see Cena insert himself back in the title picture.
Yep.
Jesus fuck. Yeah.
Cena Rollins, dude, because no one gives a fuck.
Oh, it's fucking just.
And what? Cena's gonna take the belt off him?
Then what? Then what are you gonna do? It's so you're gonna have another fucking Lesnar, fucking Cena match at Mania? Is that what you're gonna fucking
For
do?
a company who at one time had to make fucking stars, you know what I'm saying? They have lost everything completely. They don't know how to make a star anymore. If you don't get off the Cena, Kane, Undertaker, Triple H fucking thing, you're never going to do anything. You have like some of the best workers in the business right now.
Oh,
and
there's no doubt that there's talent
you
on that
shit
roster.
on them every single week. Right now is when you got to be building those. If you're not going to build these guys, when are you? You know, that's the thing. It's like, when are you going to build these guys? I don't.
Right.
I don't make
I
any
mean, look
sense.
at Kevin Owens already been in the business for like 15 fucking years.
Yeah.
You know, new to WWE, but how much fucking shelf life do you think he's got left? Really?
A lot of those, Sami Zayn's the same thing.
Yep.
In NXT, it's like, how long are you going to wait, dude? I don't know.
I was
It's
pumped
just-
when they brought Sami Zayn up that fucking 1 week, man. A few
Hell yeah,
months
dude.
back. That was
I
awesome.
think he's the guy. I don't know why they don't see it. To me, he's the next Cena-level star.
Oh, I
Because
agree.
Sami Zayn, he's positive. Kids like him. Dudes like him. I mean, like,
He's just-
I like that
He's
guy.
he's a fucking dork. Yeah.
I like Sami Zayn, and like, so if I like a guy that the mainstream likes, then that's success, probably, right?
Well, you're tough. You're a tough critic, man. You're
We
tough.
would, yeah, like, we're going to be the toughest critics of all. So if we're behind that, then that's why I see him as like that big potential.
But it just, I don't know. It just took the wind out of everything, man. And it's just like, it just, I wanted to fall. I wanted my Chinese food to overtake me and fall into a coma before that.
If you're going to do that, you have, dude, Cena drops the U.S. belt and then goes after the world belt if that's what you want. Why do you have to hold? He still has the other belt.
Well, I mean, you got guys like Cesaro and shit that are in there.
Yeah.
You gotta push them guys, which he didn't. He had a pretty good fucking match on Raw against Rollins.
He's been
actually.
having. How long is Cesaro going to have to keep going out there putting in crazy ass matches before they decide to ever do
Oh, I
anything?
hope it's not very long at all, because that guy is in dire need of a push, and he's quickly taken over like Ambrose's spot as far as like biggest babyface right now.
I think he needs a gimmick, man. Because what the fuck? He just took Tyson Kidd's gimmick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
coming out with your fucking cute little headphones and shit. Like, why the fuck's he doing that?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, his entrance song.
That's my
I
opinion.
always said he's
Like,
wearing that because his entrance song is so fucking terrible. He's listening to good music on those headphones. It is.
That's a good
dude.
one, yeah.
Swiss fucking folk music or something.
He comes out to that fucking stupid shit with the like.
The sirens at the beginning are cool, but if they could put something a little heavier behind it.
I don't like those fucking sirens. I don't like the bump.
No, when I look at intro music, like it's got to be like in that first 5 seconds as a wrestler. There's got to be something in that first fucking 5 seconds that people are gonna fucking know you. Like, okay, let's take for instance, let's take like Stone Cold Steve Austin's fucking
Right.
music. As soon as everybody heard that glass break, Oh, it was fucking on. That place, the roof is blowing off that fucking place.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
with something like Cesaro, okay, the sirens are cool because they're going to know who the fuck it is right away, you know? And you're going to get that big initial pop right off the fucking bat. But then it's almost like they hear the music and they're just like, nah.
They do have. I mean, like everybody these days just comes down to like nondescript metal song number 5
that's
and shit.
like Rollins. I don't know. I think
Rollins.
I don't mind his music. His music's actually pretty cool. I think.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I like.
It's actually what we
music
used for
as well.
episode 1, 8-bit version.
Yeah. Fuck John Cena. Fuck WWE.
Fuck John Cena. We're gonna use the John Cena music at the beginning of this episode this week.
Fuck, I already sent you the song to use.
Skin Jim.
God, dude.
And then you have the main event, which, like I said, built right after that, and then you do that to me. I was just like, oh, dude. And that match was like nothing. Are you gonna ever? Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't understand.
Here
like,
I'm all pumped. I'm like, okay, we're finally gonna see Rollins carry a whole fucking match with him and Lesnar. We're gonna see this. And I mean, it wasn't terrible, but
I don't know what's entertaining about watching a guy do like 47 fucking of the same move.
well, Rollins carried a lot of it.
When in the history of wrestling would you even have considered the idea? If someone would have came to you and said, this guy, he's going to fucking, in all his matches, he's going to do the same move like 20 times, you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but
You would think that Jim Herd was talking to you or something.
This guy also have a fucking national wrestling championship underneath him and a UFC championship underneath him. I mean, okay, they can do that with Lesnar because it's Lesnar. Because he's got a pedigree behind him and everything like that, you know.
I didn't find it entertaining at all watching him just German suplex that dude all over the place.
Well, that's how they market him, you know, but
at first I was like, all right, cool, but by like 14, they're like, 14? Like, what the fuck, man?
I thought it was only 13.
I thought it was funny watching Heyman, like, count them.
Yeah.
That smug little look on his face, like, fuck.
Heyman is a
rules,
god,
by the
man.
way.
And Heyman is what makes Brock Lesnar watchable.
Yeah.
You mean
Exactly.
That was a good one. That was pretty
It
good.
was
That was
pretty
the first time we ever referenced that
If you
on
will.
the show. On the wheel. Yeah, it's right, Daddy.
And we called.
he knows where the money is, baby.
I forgot about that's a really good where the money is. Awesome, dude.
Oh, that was having to do with Heyman too. After Heyman did a fucking he capped off the end of a fucking show, and he was telling the story. He's like, Dusty, you know, he came to me and said, you know, thanks for doing that. It was very good from an entertainment standpoint, but tell me, where is the money?
Love it.
Yeah.
He actually, I don't know if you noticed that we put him in the Hall of Fame and he died like 5 days later.
It wasn't even that, Jim. It was like the Monday. It was that
was it?
Monday, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because I was in that. That was actually the same day with the Twitter war, and then I got that. I'm like, I'm done with you fuckers. I got something else I gotta fucking take care of.
That's right. I thought it was, Dusty was the man, dude. He's one of my favorites of all time.
I think we barely got that podcast up, and then the news broke. It was a Monday or a Tuesday. I remember that. It was a sad day.
It was big time.
Crazy, man.
That's right.
I cut we had a show like a fucking week later, and I cut a big fucking. It was down in Kansas City, and I cut a big Dusty promo in the middle of it.
Nice. Crowd dig it?
Yeah, because there was a few dudes I knew, and they were wrestling nerds too. So
That's
like,
awesome.
I can't remember how it even started. Like, Carl said something, and I'm like, oh, speaking of pro wrestling, Daddy. Fucking, you know, send it out to the American Dream, the son of a plumber, the common man. And yeah, I got a pretty good pop from it.
Nice. Awesome.
Because before we lose too many people here, you got some shows coming up with the Gorgatron boys or what?
Oh yeah, man. What the fuck? We're playing in Sioux Falls in a couple weeks at
Nice.
like a big metal fest called Odd Fest.
There you go.
What the fuck is that? Big sports bar down in fucking Sioux Falls.
South Dakota.
I think I've been there. I got a sister that lives down there.
Yes, it's a cool city. It's pretty much Fargo.
Randy's sister, you better go out and see Gorgatron.
She's listening.
Right,
Yep, go see Gorgatron, Rhonda. I know you're listening.
And tell him that Suplex City Limits sent you.
That's right.
There you
You
go.
might get kicked out.
Then a couple weeks after that, we got a local gig here in fucking Fargo on the 28th of August with Egypt.
Oh,
And,
fuck yeah.
A new band called Brutal R.
Yeah.
Some Fargo vets.
Awesome. What are
Well,
some
that
of
is
your...
good. And fucking anytime we like us in Egypt play a show, it's like fucking packed.
Egypt is good. I've seen Egypt was at the Stone Cloud Sunday release, not?
Yeah, they
Yes, did you-
opened for us at our CD release.
Oh, that was awesome.
Which is like the only way in the world we could ever fucking have Egypt open for us. Like we had to book them here and do it. Otherwise, I didn't even feel right about it. I'm like, I fucking love this band so much. Like we should not be playing after them. You guys, where can people check out your shit, man? At the end of the show, we're gonna have what song are we gonna have at the end of the show, man?
Whichever one Paul sends me, man.
That's what I'm saying. You know which one we're picking out, or what?
We'll send you the title track, the Inner Supremacy, which we shot a music video for it. You can look that shit up on YouTube. It's
Oh, that's right, I do.
pretty funny video.
That video is fucking great, man.
And
I just showed someone that the other day, man. They were laughing their ass off.
yeah, we was fucking. It was funny because we did that, like, we shot that in the middle of a tour because we had, like, a couple shows fall through.
Yeah.
So I knew this dude out in fucking West Virginia. So we just cruised out there for a day. But we had it planned out, like, we were going to shoot this, like, serious, brutal fucking video for a song called Flesh Erosion, where,
Yeah.
like, this dude directs horror movies, so...
Okay.
He had like a makeup dude that was gonna work with us, and we'd be doing the jamming shots or whatever, and then like slowly like our flesh would be melting off and
Right.
shit
Oh,
like
dude,
that.
nice, yeah.
Well, makeup guy fucking couldn't do it like last minute, so we're like, well, what the fuck? We want to shoot a video anyway. Fuck, we'll just get drunk and reenact over the top.
Dude, and the thing with it is, this was the better fucking way. Honestly.
It was more entertaining than the other way. So
Joe Blow sees, like I said, a video of a death metal band, and then it's all intense and serious. But like that video is like brings the fucking comedy. It's fucking great, man. Like if you could poking fun at a lot of the cliches, almost even of metal. Like I know there's some side shots of Carl, the singer. And he's just like, it's just so funny, like his way he's like moving his mouth with it and shit.
That's what we've come to realize, man. Like all that fucking tough guy shit has been done. We just need to get stupid with it every time.
Yeah.
Well, I think like that's one of the. Show them you're real. You know what I'm talking about, man? Like I mean, you can only take the fucking death metal thing so far. Show your fans that you're just a bunch of fucking real dudes that like to do the fucking same things that they fucking do, and you're gonna fucking get more over than dressing like a fucking. God, what was that one fucking video I found that one time?
I don't know.
Oh, it was terrible. I was like, post your best or your worst death metal video you ever found, and like nobody else posted because they're like, I think you found this one. I can't remember what it was. It was fucking terrible.
Oh, it's the one where they're outside of some cheesy looking like castle thing.
Yeah, they're like at some castle and they got the white and the black fucking big huge mirrored or black around their eyes and the black lipstick and everything. I'm like, this is ridiculous, man.
Oh, is that a fucking Emperor video?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Well, he's got like fucking Legion of Doom shoulder pads on.
Yeah, it was
shit,
like so
shoulder
ridiculous.
pads.
I'm just like, you know what? If you just show your fans that you're just a bunch of fucking dudes that like to do the same shit that they fucking do, it's gonna fucking go way better than.
But dude, that's Emperor, man. They're from fucking Norway. That's
well, I know
they can get away with that shit, man.
Yeah.
But
Even in like former bands that I was in, like Omnipotent Belligerence, if you want to check that out online, people. It was like very serious music, but the rest of it was nonsense. The lyrics, everything was serious, except like you see us play, we're just fucking dumbasses.
Yeah, I remember you'd always like have it would always be a surprise, like something was covering up your nipples. You're
right?
Like it would be one of the opening band's fucking stickers or like electrical tape or something.
Right. I always took the frontman thing like, you have to do something else, with it. So, yeah, I always did dumb fucking shit. I ice my nipples and fucking all kinds of stupid shit. But people remembered it,
Hey, man.
So that's good shit, man. Yeah, people can check out, your Facebook, your Twitter, your that SoundCloud, I'm sure. Buy your shit on iTunes, all that jazz.
You bet. All the usual suspects of social media, you can fucking find us on there.
Right.
So.
Also, there's Fully Loaded Wrestling, friends of the show, are doing a rock and wrestling show, which I think is pretty cool. Right now they're considering bands for this, so everybody needs to go on Twitter at F_L_wrestling and demand that they have fucking Gorgatron.
You tell them they want the real fucking deal. The cheeseburger eating, glass beaten, wild men without a care. Your mom listens to our album, she strips herself bare. Motherfucker.
Woo! Got a fucking promo on bitches.
I'm tired. I'm tired of fucking around, man. I'm telling it like how it is from now on.
Calling them out, dude.
It's like there was the other band trying to put into question how big of wrestling fans we were.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, you know what, kids? I got respect for you. You get in my way, I'm gonna fucking crush you.
Was it from Baltic to Boardwalk? Yeah.
Yeah. I like all them dudes.
I did too.
Yeah. Hey, don't promo with me.
Let's
kid.
talk about that, dude. Yeah, because there is if you go on YouTube, there's a ton of shit of Gorgatron performances and stuff. You'll see all four of you guys wearing NWO shirts at some shows. All four in DX shirts.
Dude, we did two different tours where it was like, yeah, it was a different wrestling faction every night, and I always wanted to do, because we do the entrance music too.
Oh yeah, nice.
Like I had my fucking sampler set up and like it was always great. My favorite was doing DX because I would do the Road Dog fucking intro.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all that shit. And I had awesome nicknames for us too. Like I was the Cheeseburger Slayer, Paul Johnson, the Rice Grinder, Carl Schmidt, the Cervix Crusher, Cliff Gustafson, and then the Bong Bazooka, Matt Johnson. And it was like, D-Generation X proudly brings to you the most handsome death metal band in the world. I went for it, man. It was fucking fun.
Let's also point out too that Gorgatron is the most racially diverse death metal band in existence until I see otherwise.
I think you're right, man.
This is it's awesome. Like I know, like it was you and I we first met. I don't know what 2002. We came to Fargo and played a show. Didn't really know anybody. We came down there and we met you guys, and so we've known your past bands. Through our past ones. So the first time I saw your new band, I was so fucking into it. I was like, your singer Carl. He's Asian. What is he? Japanese? Chinese? I don't know. Korean.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never seen this in my fucking life, dude. Long-haired Korean dude, just fucking gutturals, man. I was like, this is awesome. Like, when you were trying people out, I bet that guy came through and you just like, yup. Like,
dude, yeah, well,
great,
the
man.
whole thing was, he was going to fucking school at Moorhead, the college here in Moorhead State or whatever.
Right.
And he was in the music program there, so he had already... they do like class projects of like recording shit. Mm-hmm. So he had like a couple songs where he, just like programmed drums and then played guitar and did vocals on them.
Right.
So it was a pretty easy audition process. I'm like, you got the fucking ability, man. So learn a couple of our songs and come in here and jam. And yeah, that was it. I'm like, if anyone can fucking, not to pat myself on the back or nothing, but I was like, if anyone can fucking do what I was doing, it's this fucking guy. So
right, and just like I said, it's such a surprising thing to see this guy because he's just like totally just Korean long hair, just doing gutturals like hair.
Yeah, he looks like fucking Chong Li from fucking.
He does. He does look like Chong Li.
Chong Li. Fucking Kumite. Yeah.
There was also that Halloween show I saw on YouTube where you're dressed as Mankind.
Yeah.
And these are Carl as Ricky the Steamboat.
Yeah, he was kind of like bummed about it because he wanted to be other wrestlers.
He can't
like,
be.
Okay, well, he's like kind of like, I'm kind of like typecast into what guys like. I'm like, yeah, so am I. What the fuck? They gotta be fat and bald for me to be them.
Right. You could be like Vader and fucking Bam Bam and.
Yeah, I mean, Mankind worked because I had, a mask and a wig. I could be Bundy,
You as fucking Vader, dude. There's pictures online of you as Vader. Is unfucking believable, man. Like, you looked at that and you didn't, first glance, people were like, wait, that's him? Like, you look just like fucking Vader, man. It's amazing.
I think, yeah, without the gear, even, I kind of look like the dude, so. Yeah, it was, that was an obvious choice, because that was Halloween, 5 years ago, and we were all trying to figure out who everyone was going to be. I'm like, I already fucking know, dude.
Yeah, dude. Gonna be goddamn Vader.
It's fucking Vader time.
That's awesome. And then, in the middle of that match, we're gonna go back to Battleground.
Oh, that's all right. All right.
Also, though, dude, the return of the Gothic Grandpa. I was surprised he was up that late.
Whatever. It was an early pay-per-view. I'm pretty sure they pushed everything fucking.
Yeah,
ahead.
that's why
it was
ended 15
fucking
minutes
early.
early.
It was fucking. I was like, oh, it's main event time. It's like 9:15. What in the fuck is going on?
Raw goes over by about 20 minutes every week. 3 hours and 20 minutes. They can't get it in 3 hours for some reason. And yet the pay-per-view goes 2:45.
Yeah. What the fuck, huh?
The return of the Gothic Grandpa, and I'm like, dude, Lesnar looks all frightened, which you beat the shit out of this guy when you wrestled him. What are you afraid of? And also, he's a 50-year-old man in fucking guyliner.
And number 3, you're Brock fucking Lesnar, so you shouldn't be afraid of him.
Well, and Jim, I know you don't like Taker. Like, I'm an Undertaker fan.
Did you pop? Were you stoked?
No.
No.
Because, he shows up and, he's wearing fucking mascara. He wasn't like the real Undertaker. Because, and he was all, huffing and puffing and shit.
The
I'm
faces,
no.
the fucking
Yeah,
faces he would make. Even on Raw, I was just like, what the fuck?
He shouldn't be doing that, man. He should just show up and just be the fucking dead man.
He just looks like someone's dad to me.
Kinda, yeah. Well, then it's he was in, his get-up was what I don't like to talk about, the American Badass version of fucking Taker.
The Rollin'?
Which was
you don't
god-awful.
You don't
yeah.
like Rollin'?
Yeah. Jesus, fuck. So it was it was a cross between, I don't know, that and it wasn't the real Taker, I didn't think, man.
To me, honestly, and I've been waiting for it, why not bring him back in, first gen shit?
Yeah.
With the fucking, the purple gloves and the purple on the boot and shit.
The hat, the tie, the overcoat, the whole works. Yeah, why not?
I always want shit to go back. We said that with Goldust. It's they're talking about retiring, and it's if he doesn't go back to the big coat and blonde wig before he retires, I'm going to be pissed. Just bring it back, Yeah. They should have went with OG Taker, because he's done, I think, this year. God help us, he's fucking done. He should have retired how many years ago, dude? 5? 10? He's lucky.
At least as many as the Big Show should have, as well.
I mean, the Taker, he's lucky he played a dead guy who moved around really slow. Because otherwise he would, that played into him being old and slow, that works. So,
he used to be pretty fucking athletic, though, man, where he'd
Yeah.
walk the ropes and shit. He took some dives out of the ring. and
yeah, that
shit.
was always the most impressive move I thought from him was the over-the-top dive.
Yep.
Yeah.
For a guy who's kayfabe 6'10", I don't know how tall he really is.
6'8", I think, in real life.
It is pretty intense.
He's a big old boy.
Yeah, definitely. So I didn't really like it.
No, even from coming from an Undertaker fan, I thought it sucked. So
I see, and that's the thing. Like, I started getting text messages from two people that are big Undertaker fans. Pretty sure they're listening, Dusty and Bob, and they loved it. And I was like, oh, but the timing. That's what my biggest deal. You know, the way the rumors have been swirling and everything this week, you knew he was coming back, but why now?
We recorded last Friday and we called it on the show.
Right.
And I don't know. Was it out there really then?
It was out there because there was a lot of him. There was a lot of chatter about him showing up at Raw that week.
Yeah, and I honestly think they let that out a little bit. There's a time where you want a surprise, but I felt like they're like, well, people will watch this thing if he's there. You know, that's why they hot-shotted him in there, man.
well, I think Lesnar was enough reason to watch it, but
Yeah, and then the end of that match was so weird. The bell never rang, and you never saw the ref. You know, like when the lights came back on, Rollins is gone.
Yeah, where'd he go?
And it's like,
he go?
you know, and the ref was gone too. It's like, at least, you know, ring the bell and say the match is over. They didn't even do that. And then it went to black, and it was like 15 minutes left, and I'm like, I start fast-forwarding through the thing, and I'm like, okay, then that's it. Everybody kind of said that. It was like it ended just abruptly. Everyone's like, oh.
Yeah, that's what I was like on Twitter. I was like, that's it? Are we done? What in the fuck is this?
And he looks so bad out there, dude. He looks like the same thing when he was wrestling Wyatt. I thought he was going to drop him.
Yeah.
You know, like he looks uneasy standing up, just period. You know, moving around in the ring. And it's like, when he picks people up, I'm just like, oh my God, please drop him on their head.
Let me throw this at you guys here. Now, while Brock was in the UFC, there was some chatter. These two guys, they don't like each other personally in real life. Like,
no, I think they do.
No, because they had a thing. It was at Lesnar's fight when he lost the title in UFC.
Okay.
Undertaker was in the crowd, and they took somebody over to interview the Undertaker. And while they were interviewing the Undertaker, Lesnar walks by, and the Undertaker's like, "What? You want to do this now? You want to do this now?" So, now with that out there, these guys don't like each other personally. Okay, I don't think they do. Mm-hmm. Throw this out there. Are they gonna fucking do a fucking MMA match with these two guys? Undertaker,
No.
hold on. Undertaker has been openly outspoken about his interest in the MMA, and he's also been, you know, he's also grasped reality that he's not a young man anymore, and yeah, maybe if he was to do it all over again, maybe he would have taken that avenue. But from his fighting stance, from his fighting stance at the pay-per-view, and then his fighting stance at Raw the next night, when Lesnar's music hit, when he came out, you know, with Heyman out there, when Heyman was cutting his promo, and then he came out there, and then when Lesnar's music hits, he turns around and he's in fighting stance. He's not in wrestling stance. He's in fighting stance. So, just to kind of throw this out at you guys, maybe over the next couple of weeks here, they build it up to where it's going to be an MMA match or something. I don't know. Because they obviously can't keep the two guys off each other in kayfabe, but I just don't think they like each other in real life, and I think throwing a couple punches at each other might fix that or whatever. But I don't know. It's just something I'm throwing out there.
It could be the longest con ever, too, though. Because, like, you know, Lesnar drops the title that night. Because I remember seeing that, too, and I thought it was a bitch move by the Undertaker. Like, yeah, Cain Velasquez just kicked the shit out of Lesnar. And now you're gonna pick a fight with him,
right? Yeah.
But maybe they kind of had that understood. Like, you know, hey, when you come out of that fucking cage, I'll say something to you in case, you know.
Right, it built pretty good,
yeah. Because that was
maybe they went above and beyond the Call of Duty to fucking create this
Was that his last match before he got sick and ended up in the hospital here in town?
I don't know.
I think that was his last match.
No. He fought like fucking Overeem after that.
That's right, he did. Okay.
I'm
Maybe
pretty
it was
sure
after
that
the
was his
Overeem
last
fight.
one.
Okay.
That was great because that's a whole other fucking deal, dude. Alistair Overeem is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
And,
And Brock Lesnar does not like getting punched in the face. We all know this.
Well, Overeem's good, and he's fucking on roids. There's no other fucking debate about
absolutely,
that.
Absolutely.
But the problem with him is he doesn't have a fucking chin.
No.
So all this great kickboxing skill that he has is kind of wasted because he can only fucking throw one punch at a time because he's so worried about covering up.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him because I like the, like in wrestling, I like high flyers, and in MMA, I like fucking kickboxers.
Yeah, he can throw some. He gets that Muay Thai clinch, and he throws some wicked fucking knees.
Right.
But like I said, this Undertaker Lesnar thing, I think that's Lesnar beats him again at SummerSlam, and Undertaker beats him at Mania and retires. That's
Probably.
It's so dumb. What are you gonna do with the fucking title then? Till then.
47-time world champion.
How many times has he fucking been champion?
15. 15 because Flair holds the record at 16. So are they gonna fucking?
If he beats Flair's record, I'm gonna.
I was just gonna say that. Are they gonna be bitches and fucking tie his record?
Sure they will.
Fuck that, dude. John Cena doesn't hold a candle to Ric Flair.
No,
of course not. So that was Battleground.
That was that. Can we talk about Lucha now?
I give Underground 4 Nick Hogan car accidents out of 10.
I'm gonna give it 5 Brooke Hogan career accidents out of 10.
Paul, you got one? What do you got?
I'll give it 4 Linda Hogan sucking a 19-year-old cock. Okay, whatever.
Fucking 4 19-year-old cocks out of 10 that are around.
In a row?
There's 10 19-year-old cocks around. Gee,
Actually, I'm gonna, dude. No, fuck that. I'm only giving it 2. Because 2 reasons. Cena wins, LOL, and fucking Taker's wearing mascara.
Like I said, the last 2 matches, fucking really, it made me want to fire poop my General Chow all over my fucking TV.
Funny enough, dude, you had General So on Sunday. I had General So on Sunday as well, but here's how I did it. There's this documentary on Netflix about General So.
Yeah.
And this hunt for him. And I was like, I'm going to watch that tomorrow, but I'm going to order So. So I ordered it in, and I was eating General So's while watching a documentary about the origin of General So's. I think I, unlocked some sort of fucking interdimensional portal or something.
Okay.
Revolving around.
Did you, transport yourself back to the days of the samurai?
I woke up in Taiwan where the dish originated.
Not proud of what happened when I woke up in Taiwan.
I just think that's if you haven't watched that documentary yet, I'm just suggesting that's how you do it. Because could you watch that? You watch that movie, Paul?
I tried watching some of it, but I was playing guitar too. During
I was gonna say because if you watch it, it's gonna make you want General So. So just do it ahead of time, and you'll be good to go.
Okay,
dude. Okay, so the local. Okay, you know where the area I'm at up here, there, Jim. Okay.
Yeah.
We ordered our food, for delivery. You know how quick man, they were efficient motherfuckers on Sunday.
That's what Chinese people are.
8 minutes from my
Shut
phone
the
call.
Fuck
I'm
up.
not even fucking kidding you. 8 fucking minutes, and my food was on my fucking table, ready for me to eat
that means they went out to the buffet and fucking scooped it in boxes.
Well, they must have just.
Was it fresh?
It was fresh. It was good. Yeah, it was.
Where did you get it from?
From the Hong Kong.
Oh, I called. There's 2 of them in town. There's one called China Star, and I call there, but they must send the order to the other one closer to me. That's in the mall. Because I called the one uptown, but it's always the other one that delivers it.
Oh,
and their shit's exactly the same. So
yeah,
it really
it's the same owners and shit.
Right. I just think that's weird. Why don't they just say hey, call the other one, and I would call the other one.
Well,
Did you get General So's or what?
I did, yeah. Well, yeah, we got a big thing to share with crab ragout.
Ah, yes.
Crab ragout, you never go
I also
wrong
ordered
with
some
that.
pork wontons on the side. Fucking delicious.
Oh, pork wontons are good, yeah.
That's a reoccurring thing on this show is we always get sidetracked and talk about food.
Yeah, for like a good half hour.
People look for it at this point, dude, honestly.
Yeah.
Last week I was like, new episode's up. I told some of the hardcore listeners, I'll message them and be like, yeah, it's up. And Michael, this guy listens in the UK. Shout out to Michael. He's like, what'd you guys talk about for food this week? I'm like, oh, we talked about tacos. We talked about steaks. He's like, good man.
It's just kind of
people must look forward to the food talk.
Well, I mean, like, especially when we have a pay-per-view and shit, man. I mean, you know, you're going to order food or you're going to make something. You know, I have people over. I have 1 or 2 people over, or I go somewhere where there is tasty food. I'm going to share.
The genius of how I do it is like that. So I ordered General Tso's. I ordered 2 orders of General Tso's off the lunch menu. Ate one while watching that movie. Went comatose due to the MSG.
That's right.
Woke up and watched the pay-per-view and ate the other order of General Tso's.
That's right.
Damn. I actually, I got a pretty good barbecue going on for that. Did some fucking smoked fucking chicken drummies and shit.
There you go.
There you go.
It was good.
You know how I like to do my drummies, man? I like to like stick them all in a crock pot, and then I have a really badass buffalo sauce that I make, and Jim can attest for this.
You make good wings.
And I'll just pour sauce into the fucking crock pot with the fucking drummies. Like, I'll cram that fucker full to like the point to where you can't fit anything else in there, and I'll fucking let them cook. I did that one year for Super Bowl. My fucking god, that was delicious.
It's not as manly as grilling, but you know.
No, not as manly, but I mean, it was Super Bowl. It was July in the tundra that we live in up here, and fucking couldn't use the grill.
I just want to point out here too that on my Skype it shows both of your guys' pictures, and Paul's picture is you in a Wu-Tang shirt holding 2 Four Locos. Which is exactly as many Four Locos as it takes to fucking die on Four Locos.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. Fucking
the face you have on that picture.
That's 2 Four Locos is a good drunk. Like, I did that on tour a bunch of times. Like, fucking.
You drunk for like what, $4?
Yeah, dude, we stopped and I would just piss pound them as fast as I could. Because, like, if I just drank them leisurely, I'd probably it wouldn't do much to me because I do my liver of steel workouts. But, yeah, if I just fucking pound 2 of them down, it's, like, the best, like, I'm hyper and I'm fucking drunk and it's really fun.
They're not legal everywhere, though, right?
No, I don't.
I've found them pretty much everywhere we went.
I thought they weren't legal here anymore. But I must be wrong.
No, they got them here, man. I just drank some last fucking weekend.
But I may add that the face that you were making while holding said Four Loco cans, it looks like you just pounded 2 fucking Four
It's
Locos.
intense!
It's flavor burst, or no, what was it? Power thirst. They'll have you running like a Kenyan.
That's racist.
That's a fucking racist. You'll be good at everything. Arson, weddings, funerals. You'll win at sports. You guys haven't seen those Power Thirst commercials?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No,
There was a couple of those, because then there was one called Anal Blast, too.
Yeah.
Which
Comes
was
in
funny.
flavors like gun and women. Gun.
Penis colada or like penis salata.
Yeah. You're gonna have babies.
You remember Anal Blast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that band, fucking friends of mine, that band from Minneapolis. So I remember sending fucking Decker, the singer of that band, that fucking YouTube video, and he got a pretty good kick out of it.
He passed away, didn't he?
Yeah, a few years ago.
That's sad. That's too bad.
Yeah, he lived life hard and fast, man.
He was a vile human.
He was.
He was like the kind of cat you would expect would be in a band called Anal Blast. I remember seeing that man pull down his sweatpants and show me like his completely flaccid penis for like no reason. Like he would just pull his pants down and just like, like, what are you doing, man? Did they go hardcore? Did they throw shit around and stuff, or is that complete urban legend?
No, he never did anything with shit. His thing was like fucking like chicks on their period, like tampons and shit like that. I remember being at one of their shows in Minneapolis, and he fucking like called them out like, "All right, I want all you chicks who are on the rag to come up here on stage right now." He had some chick like pull her fucking
oh my
little
god,
tampon out of her fucking pants, and it was visibly red, soaked with blood.
Oh my god.
Oh, it gets better. He takes the fucking string and wedges it between his two front teeth, so it's just dangling in front of his mouth. And then he did like the other half of his set with this tampon fucking flinging around his mouth.
Oh my god, damn. Fucking
Woo! 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 That's a triple woo right there.
that's pretty absurd shit.
Totally.
This is how you follow up the tampon story with a couple of fucking questions from some very loyal listeners. This is how you do it. Tyler Fudge asked a question.
Of the Federation podcast.
Of the Federation podcast, that's right.
Also a member of the OSW podcast community on PileDriverWrestling.net.
Those are our friendliest neighbors, our closest, friendliest neighbors.
They are. We moved into that neighborhood, and, no one's taking a shit on our doorstep or lit a cross in our front yard or anything, but the Fuds brought a pie over and introduced themselves. So.
That's right, yeah. They brought a casserole, and it was a damn good casserole.
Yeah.
But, he's got my setup, obviously. I took a picture of, threw it on the Suplex City Limits Facebook page with questions and comments. And he asked me, what is the last NES game you played? Because my NES sits right next to my PlayStation 4.
Right.
And Zelda 2, my good man. I'm actually trying to play through that. Never beat it as a kid, so that's what I'm going through right now.
Really?
Yes, I've used my NES more than fucking anything else. Probably within the last couple months. I'm on a huge retro gaming kick right now.
Yeah, the last Nintendo game I played was not so long ago, actually. One of my favorite Nintendo games, it's actually a Famicom game. Because of all the good games were only released in Japan.
Yep.
Adventure Island 4.
I have that on my...
Have you played it yet?
I have not played it, but I do have it on the flash cart. I bought an EverDrive, which is probably for $120. I know it seems like a whole lot, and you have to sacrifice an NES game. But I sacrificed Adventures of Bayou Billy.
Yeah, which you bought a bunch of stuff from my company.
That's for my collection, though.
Yeah, which we won't name. Oh, you didn't get that there too?
What's that?
Did you get Bayou Billy there too?
Yeah, I swung through. Well, I just told the guys.
Yeah,
working,
Bayou
I was
Billy
like,
should be fucking sacrificed. You made a good one there.
I was like, I just need the cheapest, cleanest fucking NES cart you guys got. Yeah. And we looked through them, and Bayou Billy was the winner. He was a sacrifice. So
I got you some better ones. I told our shipping person, I'm like, that's for my homie. So she's like, what about this? She showed me one that had a little carving in it. Someone scratched initials. I'm like, come on now. So we got you different ones.
I can fix that. There was one that was rather dirty. I'll have to look through them. But yeah, I went through the box today.
I saw one of them. You posted a picture, and one of them looked really dark in color.
I think that's the one in question. Pinball, maybe? Pinball may have been in bad shape, but I got some goo gun I can clean up. That's not a big deal.
Adventure Islands 1 through 3 were very linear, just like run to the right, But number 4, Japan only, had a bunch of RPG elements. Almost got into a Metroid sort of style where there's areas you can't go until you've gone
through certain
really
areas.
far later.
Okay.
And you have a house that you can go back to and shit. But it all takes place on side scrolling and shit.
That sounds
down or up and stuff like that.
That sounds fantastic, actually.
It's really good. If you play the ROM, you might hit a spot where you're stuck, and I actually figured out a way past it. So if you get there, I don't know, get a hold of me, and maybe I can remember how to get past. But I was stuck for an hour on one part because I couldn't get by there. There's a little trick you can do.
Well, with those Evercarts, man, it's like I got all the Japanese. I can play them right through the fucking original hardware, so you get all the fucking slowdown where there's too much shit on the fucking screen and everything. I don't know. It's a lot better. It's way different than emulators. You're playing it on the original hardware and everything. I don't know. I'm kind of a purist when it comes to that.
You're probably not as much of a nerd as us to play NES games still, huh, Paul?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Hey, more power to you, man. I sometimes reminisce about how hard some of those old fucking games were.
Oh,
Hell
it was all memory and Twitch back then. Them
Well,
kids nowadays, they don't know the fucking struggle.
Fucking
Fucking you give a kid the fucking first Mega Man fucking cart, man. They fucking ain't gonna know.
Or the
what
first fucking Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
or the
Like,
second.
any Ninja Gaiden, man.
Any
I
of
was
those-
like, I was really big on like all the Ninja Gaiden Sigma, you know, for
Oh,
like
yeah.
PS3 and shit.
Yep.
So
Those
then
are hard,
a
too.
while ago, what's that?
Those are hard too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were.
The first one was really fucking hard. But
Yeah.
I got hooked on those games, and so I went back. My buddy has like a whatever that aftermarket fucking Nintendo replacement console is, and I played the original fucking, and yeah, all the jumping shit, like
Oh.
jumping ledge, like that was the hardest fucking part, man.
You have to stick to the walls and shit. Yeah, that was fucking tough, man. Speaking of which, make sure your boy is at the store here in town. Have a nice Super NES for me here soon. That's the only thing I'm really missing. Does that Turbo Graphics go?
Maybe, I don't know. If you maybe go through the website actually, and I can get you the best one we have there.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, sweet.
I give no free promos. Well, not that my workplace would want to associate themselves with the most offensive wrestling podcast on the net, because they are pretty.
And proud of it, motherfucker.
They are a pretty clean-cut company, but I'm not going to give them free advertising anyway. So, no free advertising for you.
No, I do have to say I was pretty happy with the.
If you would like to sponsor Suplex City Limits, go ahead and send us a message on Facebook. Facebook.com/SuplexStupids.
I was pretty happy with my 9 cartridge purchase I made.
Yeah, you got the free shipping. You can't beat that.
No, we can't beat this free shipping. So
Yeah, man, good shit. You guys, we can touch on Raw.
yeah.
I mean, like, I'm so sick of talking about WWE at this point. Do anything stand out to you guys on Raw?
Cesaro and
The fact that
Rollins
there was
is
only 6 matches.
I had to sit through 2.5 hours of shitty wrestling to get to a Cesaro Rollins match I was excited for, and then just turned out to be shit.
This show, like, 3 hours. Over 3 hours. 6 matches, dude.
Yeah.
Well, hey, and let's talk about, so like I was saying earlier, I caught the replay of it on Hulu.
Yeah.
Lucky
Right?
you, because that's only 90 minutes.
Well, right, but the whole thing was, so they edited it down to an hour and a half. But for the first, it was all promo.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
I didn't see a fucking wrestling match until like 2/3 into the fucking show.
So last week, I usually watch Raw live with a buddy, and he couldn't make it over on Monday. So on Tuesday, he's like, "Well, I'm gonna watch Raw." I was like, "Yeah, it wasn't bad. I'll come over and watch it again." Dude, they left out the Stardust match on Hulu last week,
Yeah.
and they left out. There was another match that they left out completely.
They just cut out matches.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was fucking horrible because
cut out some of the
I'm
shitty
trying
promos.
to think what it was. Fucking Heyman came out and did his promo, and then Taker came out. Oh, wait a minute, no.
Yeah?
God,
Yeah,
I'm
that was
confused.
right.
Well, it was the order that they had it. I'm like, the way they had it fucking stacked up, I'm like, there had to have been a match in between there. Like,
No.
because just the back-to-back promos was so fucking hokey to me.
No, the Heyman came out. He did his promo. Then well, where was that? Actually, you're right. Was that later on?
It was like in the middle, if somewhere. I
Oh,
think.
you're right, dude. That's where that happened. So you're right. The show opened. That's the thing with just the Undertaker coming out and
Yeah.
doing his, and then it went into Charlotte and Brie Bella. Did you see that match? You didn't miss much.
Yeah, there wasn't much there. Yeah,
Los Jabadores and the Primetime Players.
yeah.
The Big Slow and Miz.
Well,
Oh, did he come out and fucking punch him and then leave?
Big slow.
Well, that's right. That happened on the pay-per-view.
He's
Oh, that
big
did,
and
okay.
fat and slow tonight. Yeah.
Dude, he's heel, he's face, he's heel, he's face. It makes no sense. He needs to retire. Like, we've been forced to watch this guy for the last, 19 fucking years. Just sick of it.
Oh, it is pretty terrible. It's like it's almost as bad as watching Brock Lesnar trying to do a shooting star press off the top rope.
Yeah.
That clip is so rad, though. It's like a fucking meteor getting ready to hit the fucking earth, man.
That meteor is his fucking head.
Yeah.
It's fucking heating up in the atmosphere and everything.
He almost broke his own fucking neck, Hayabusa style.
Hats off to you, Mr. Lesnar.
Future Hall of Famer Hayabusa.
I shouldn't fucking talk shit because it's a very easily that I could run into him anywhere in this
That's
town.
the thing. We walk pretty lightly on talking shit on Brock Lesnar because he's around here. Same with you, Paul. He's around here, dude.
Yeah,
he might hear.
Dude,
our
I
podcast.
ran into him in a fucking sporting goods store here.
He used to date one of the women I worked with way back in the day. I met him before he was all, before he had his tryouts with the Vikings and shit.
Was she still able to walk afterward? Was she in a wheelchair?
She did come in on crutches one day.
She walk bull-legged?
You know, it'd be hilarious if fucking Lesnar had a tiny dick, dude. So fucking funny.
Oh man,
I'm sure he does. He's like just all that body and then just a little baby penis.
yeah, just a little baby dick.
It's a little thumb dick.
Oh, this is not gonna help get him on the show at all.
He's gonna kick our ass.
Oh yeah, he's gonna kill us.
Well, I said it would be funny if. I'm not out here telling people Lesnar has a fucking tiny cock. 'Cause I don't.
He's gonna find us one day and be like, "Think it's funny now, motherfucker." Drops his fucking pants.
When you saw him at a sporting goods store, what happened? You just saw him and that was it, or what?
Like I said, hey, Brock Lesnar, and fucking, I was like, hey, I'm a fan. It was when he was in UFC.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So he was. I don't know if he had gotten the belt yet. Yeah, he must have. Yeah, it was right before his Carwin, when he fought Shane Carwin.
Okay.
I basically, fucking shook his hand and fucking.
His giant hand.
His giant hand.
I'm not a fucking small dude, but his hand was like twice the size of mine. And I could tell he just didn't really want to fucking talk to anybody, so I kind of just like, hey, cool, nice meeting you. And it was funny because, he was with a really smoking hot fucking broad that wasn't Sable.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm going to get my ass kicked for that comment now. But yeah, so then I go pay for my shit up at the cash register, and some little fucking dingbat fucking broad is working the register. I'm like, hey, Brock Lesnar's in your store right now? He's like, who's that? Never fucking mind.
That fucking Viking-looking son of a bitch back there.
The hugest guy in the store.
I shook my head and said, never mind, and fucking left.
That dude whose forehead is sloped genetically to fucking deflect punches.
Old buddy of ours, man, as a pitcher, Mr. Lesnar stopped in to eat at the establishment that our mutual friend works at. And he was lucky enough to get a pitcher and everything with him. And Lesnar's holding his fist up against, I'm going to drop the name, Brian's fist.
Yeah.
And it's just like, his fucking hand in a fist is the entire size of Brian's head.
Yeah.
The whole thing. It's as big as his fucking head. It's fucking ridiculous. I remember Brian fucking sent me that picture right away. Shout out to Brian if you're listening. I don't know if you are or not.
Shout out if you are, fuck you if you're not.
Yeah, fuck you if you're not. But no, he sent me that picture right away. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. Right on. And it was while he was still in UFC.
You also have some story that you won't tell on air.
Oh, Brock Lesnar, it deals with people's career, and I'm not gonna fucking. It wouldn't be very hard to figure out who was talking, but there was that. So,
but he does like to come here and kill animals and whatever else,
and
pillage,
and make other people feel like worthless human beings.
Yeah, he's a dick.
He's a dick. Well, he's a dick. He doesn't like people, but that's no excuse. He's just a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna put yourself in the spotlight like that, man, you know,
You gotta
and expect to earn big paychecks. Those fucking people are the reason why you're getting that fucking paycheck.
That's right, and you should be able. You should have the sense to cater, not so much cater to your fans, but acknowledge them at least when they, like you said, you know, like when you were in the sporting goods store, and he gave off that vibe, like get the fuck away from me, sort of thing. You know, it's just like you're gonna have to embrace that, man. These people are the ones fucking spending their money so you can cash your paychecks and shit.
Somebody told a Dusty story where they were out eating with him, and some people came up to the table and, you know, wanted autographs and stuff. And after they went away, you know, he asks Dusty, he's like, doesn't that bother you? You know, like people come over and bother you while you're eating or whatever. And he's like, they stopped their meal to come over and do it, you know. And that's like the right fucking idea, you know.
Yeah.
I would say I don't like people either, but if you come up to me somewhere and you're like, hey man, you like something I've done, you know, my band or my old radio show or whatever.
Or they come up and say, hey man, I listen to the Suplex City Limits every fucking week. You guys are hilarious. Right. I'm gonna embrace that. Yeah.
You guys are fucking ruggedly handsome. I would like you to come bang my wife. You know, whatever. I mean,
that's all good.
It's realistic.
Yeah.
You know? Well, dude, man, I know what it's like fucking being on the road and, like, having to fucking deal with people all the time. You don't always want to, but, you know, you don't want to be sitting in a fucking alley while you're trying to load gear with the fucking overzealous drunk dude.
Yeah, that guy.
You know, fuck, he bought 2 T-shirts, man. You gotta humor him a little bit.
Right, exactly. He's the reason that you can eat tacos when you get the fuck out of there.
That's right. Yep.
That's what I always used to say when we played shows.
Story, you know, the Dusty story. I thought you were gonna say that, like, doesn't it bother you? I'm like I thought you were gonna say that. Well, those people bought my meal.
Oh yeah, no.
In a way. So.
Yeah, dude. You have to do it, man. It's one of those things. When we used to play shows out of town, I'd always say that too. Like, buy some of our merch so we can eat, please. Buy a shirt so we can go to Hardee's.
I remember one of your lines you always say. I borrowed it from you too. Like, you know, buy our shit because the van doesn't run on love.
Yeah, our van doesn't run on love. Yeah. That was an old one.
I'll admit it. I borrowed it from you a couple times.
There you go.
There you go. Yep.
Work that shit out. You know, with this Raw shit, yeah, Robot Reigns beats Luke Harper, which sets up, like you said, that tag match for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Cena, you're gonna have Cena and fucking Rollins.
Fuck that.
And of course, the patented Raw main event of just like 6 random people put together for a tag team match.
All right, now that, like, they use that to set up I'm guessing it's going to be Owens and fucking Sheamus now.
Really?
Because, well, that's when Owens was fucking, when he decided, like, fuck this, I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. Like, you could barely hear him say, "Where's Sheamus?" So that's going to be the next fucking deal, I bet.
Which, at least it's new, you know, I mean...
Yeah.
I think anything's the best out of people. He brought the best out of John Cena.
Yeah, he did. He actually made Cena entertaining to watch for about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you had that. I think Rollins could do it, too, I think. A Rollins-Cena match could be an entertaining wrestling match. But
well, yeah, they've taken him out of the fucking main event card, so...
I'm sick of fucking Cena. Fuck him.
Fuck.
You know, a lot of people were saying, too, and I kind of felt it during the pay-per-view when he came out and he was talking shit. I'm like, he's going to win. You know, when he's like, come on, just boo me. Yep, you know. I'm like, oh, no, he's going to win. For some reason, that tipped me off that he was going to win.
No, when you're...
He's like, boo me right now, because in fucking 20 minutes, you guys are going to be fucking crying.
Yeah.
John Cena sucks.
Fuck him.
John Cena sucks. Can we talk about Lucha yet?
Pretty close. You know, Raw.
Yes.
I give it 2 replaced Undertaker hips out of 10.
I'm gonna go with 2 fire poops after the General Tso's on Sunday.
Yeah.
Out of 10, during the Divas match, out of 10.
Out of 10.
I'm gonna give it 1 giant pimple on Sheamus's white fucking back.
Did he have one?
I don't know. That's what I'm going with.
He probably did. Who the fuck knows? I had the contrast turned up on my TV a little bit, so maybe it bled into everything else. So I don't know.
You gotta turn the contrast down on that white motherfucker.
He bleeds into the rest of the screen.
It does. It makes like a fucking halo effect around his body.
Fuck it.
If you watch it in standard def, probably. I watched it in HD, but if you watch it in standard def on one of those old bubble screen TVs, he probably has like a fucking white aura around him.
You should just shave all his fucking hair off his head and just be powder.
Bending spoons and shit with his mind.
Yeah.
That could be his finisher.
Speaking of which...
Spoon bender.
Yeah. Speaking of which here, guys, if you could make your own wrestling character, what would your character be, and who would you have him feud with?
You know who I would do?
We talked about, we did touch on that a little bit earlier.
Heel pedo gimmick.
Who would you have him feud with, though, Jim?
John Cena, I guess.
In Cena? You think... Okay.
No, I don't know. Kids like Cena, too. I'm not sure. I'm going to go with Cena.
What would your ring attire be, man?
Yeah, there you go. What would your ring attire be?
Oh, I think for the pedo, maybe the pedo comes down in a big like duster kind of coat, you know, like a long coat. And when he gets in the ring, trench coat. Trench coat. And when he gets in the ring, he takes it off, and he's just got little fucking tiny, this little fucking brief trunks.
How about like the brief trunks, but they look like underwear and they're all fucking stained? They look like tidy whities.
Maybe trunks that look like fucking tidy whities.
And they're all stained up and like yellow and shit.
And he has to have like a really hairy chest and just be all really hairy, like Scott Hall level hairy or Rick Rude level hairy.
Okay, now are you talking
basically like... Rick Rude,
but fat,
as a pedo in fucking
like a fatter, like a fatter guy.
Oh, he has to be a little chubby. Like Rick Rude but fatter. Yeah.
Rick Rude but fatter. Okay.
Yeah, in trunks that look like fucking tidy whities.
All right, there you
Come down with fucking give out balloons and fucking candy to the kids.
Okay, what were the boots? What about the boots?
I don't know. Doesn't really matter, I guess.
I'd probably have them with something that appealed to children, like Mickey Mouse boots or some shit.
Mickey Mouse boots?
I don't know. Something along them lines, like SpongeBob SquarePants boots.
Yeah.
Power Ranger fucking
there you
boots.
Go, Power Ranger boots.
And then you take on John Cena. Get into a program. What would the finisher for that character be?
The bad touch. There's the red light touch.
I like bad touch, too.
Bad touch is good. What about behind the furnace? Oh, we just dropped it behind the furnace.
Behind the furnace.
The librarian's desk.
You hit him with the kid diddler. The diddler, man. Maybe that's what his name should be. Oh, he should be the diddler.
That's his name, the diddler.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Yeah, his name's the diddler. Okay. What about you, Paul? What would you do, man?
Oh, man. Shooting from the hip here.
I know I was too.
I think what I do is like maybe like a more muscled up, jacked up version of Al Bundy. like I'll just come out to the ring with like a fucking wife beater tank top with stains on it, like eating a bag of Cheetos and yeah, fucking I don't know who I'd feud with though.
So like a Bastion Booger meets Luke Harper or something?
Well, yeah, I suppose that would work, yeah.
Get a little booger in there, Bastion Booger.
Yeah. I know. You know what? To channel the Al Bundy though, I'd want to like feud with some of the women.
Yeah, wrestling.
Yeah, there you
go. Like on the Titantron, it would be remember the no ma'am thing that he had.
Oh yeah,
it would just be that, like just solid.
Tap into some Kaufman shit and wrestle women.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or you know what? I could do a football jersey, Polk High. 4 touchdowns, 1 game, motherfucker. Yeah, I just call out chicks like.
And while you're walking down into the ring, while you're walking down the ramp, you can tell the story every time of that 4th touchdown in the state championship game.
Right, and that would be my claim to fame, and then I'd be like, hey, fucking Sasha Banks, what have you ever done with your life? I'd paint your fucking nails and drink smoothies.
Drinks. I fucking love this guy.
I just want to add for the diddler that when they announce where the diddler's from, it has to give an exact address, like he's hailing from, like,
no.
57
No,
West,
not hailing from. Registered at. Registered at. Blah 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 blah.
Or you go in and sell her with it. Tell him that he's from Uranus.
He's from outer space.
That's
He's
right.
a fucking outer space pedophile.
He's from
So
the.
you could use the butt joke,
He's an outer space pedophile.
Oh
There you
my
go.
fuck.
There you go. Holy fuck. Woo. While you guys were talking, I was thinking about mine. I was going to try to go with a tag team, but fuck, I couldn't think of anything. To be real honest with you, I was gonna
Instead of thinking for one, you just thought of two.
Yeah, I was gonna go fucking for the gusto and go for the fucking tag team, but fuck, got so caught up in your guys's, I couldn't even fucking think of one on the fly here.
Dude, Rando Commando.
Yeah, Rando. I would come out with a pair of jeans on. That one leg was ripped off while it was wrapped around my head with madness written backwards in permanent marker.
Yeah, this goes back to an old episode where we talked about how him. I was at his house and he got really fucked up and tore like one of his pants legs off, and he disappeared and then came back later wearing said pants leg as a bandana, and it said madness backwards on it. In marker.
In permanent marker.
And he's like fucking dropping out. It was at his house, but he's like getting super rowdy and dropping elbows and throwing shit around. And
I think I would. My finishing move would be called the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would just. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Because people sprayed condiments into the ceiling fan, right?
Ketchup, hand
Not
lotion.
me. I left.
Yeah, dude. They turned the ceiling fan up on full fucking blast, and they'd take like ketchup, whipped cream, hand lotion, shampoo, whatever came in a squeeze bottle that you could squeeze really hard that would like shoot up in the air. Yeah, the motherfuckers helped me repaint my basement that fucking weekend.
Before your parents came home?
Oh yeah, then when they got home, they knew something was up because the house was too fucking clean.
And did it smell like paint?
No, because I got that done. How they found out is there was a note from my aunt and uncle that stopped by to check on me.
And you were on the floor out cold with ketchup all over you?
I think I was at work actually that day.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
So they stuck that note in the mail. So, like, my folks are going through the mail when they fucking get home. And they're like, what's this? I'm like, I should probably pack a backpack and go stay at Brian's for a couple of days.
That's always, man, that's crazy shit always happens after I leave because I'm that dude who's been there all night smoking
you can
in the corner.
sense it. You can
and
sense
when shit starts getting hairy, I'm like, fucking out of here.
Yep. It's time
10 minutes after you left, man.
Like I said, after you started throwing elbows around,
Fucked everybody.
throwing shit around in your basement, I'm like, yeah, it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Hey, I just thought of a finisher for my Bundy character, though.
Yeah.
It would be a version of the Mandible Claw, except before I'd put my hand in their mouth, I'd fucking stick it down my pants.
Yes. That is fucking great.
While you scream, Bon Bon. Bon Bon! Stick it down your pants, get all fucking really locks in the flavor.
That show is terrible, but I fucking like it. I don't care.
I watch
Oh,
it's on every fucking morning when I wake up. I still watch it.
Dude, Anthrax was on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong there. And King
TV
Kong Bundy.
shows, I can boast that.
A young Christina Applegate is really easy on the eyes as well.
Oh, man. I had so many little kid boners watching that.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
Christ.
We can skip through. Like I said, Ring of Honor was a recap for the
I know. I was really disappointed with that. I was like,
the 4-on-4 match was fun. Not really worth talking about.
I was really kind of. I was like, fuck. It's a recap match. Ring of Honor. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
It's
pretty.
the only time they fucking let me down so far since they've been on a television channel that I can get. So.
Yeah, just to prolong you here before we talk about Lucha, there was, well, I guess there's NXT as well. I don't really have much to say about NXT.
I don't have anything to say about NXT.
The only things I had with it was that the crowd was fucking hostile. Fucking hostile. Yeah, they were fucking hostile, man, because every time they'd say Brooklyn, the crowd would just boo because that big pay-per-view or whatever, well, their big event is in Brooklyn and not at this fucking place, which I thought that was pretty funny. And Owens, made sure to point that out, that it was in Brooklyn. He just getting the crowd fucking booing.
Were they in fucking Manhattan or something? Or Jersey or what?
No, they're in Full Sail University, which is where all their shit has really... I mean, they toured, but all their shows have emanated from their facility down there at Full Sail University.
Huh.
But yeah, I mean, there wasn't much to this show, man. You know, they signed the contract... which signing contracts, when that's the main event of your show, you know that you've fallen off. But they did the signing for Balor and Owens at TakeOver, which is going to be the night before SummerSlam, and probably is going to end up being the better show. So that'll be funny. Samoa Joe had new music, finally. We bitched about that shitty music every week.
Yes, we did.
This music's better.
I swear to God that they're listening to us.
He didn't... Oh, dude.
Because they're doing little things that we always say all the fucking time. They're doing the little things. But then they fuck it all up at the end with one fucking big thing. Anyway.
He changed his music, but he continued to do the same match he's been doing for the last month. So, just a squash match on a jobber. You know, nothing really. There's a lot of women's matches on the card. I thought it was like... I didn't know if I had stumbled across some women's federation or something. Seriously, I had to double check. I'm like, is this fucking... What is that, Shine, I think it's called? It's like a women's wrestling federation. I wasn't sure if I was watching that or NXT. Because there was so many women's matches on there. But yeah, NXT, not really much to talk about until... We'll talk about TakeOver when it gets closer. You want to talk about TNA? Huh?
What? What's that?
What?
Bully Ray quit TNA.
Bully Ray quit TNA, yeah. Oh, they said the funny thing here, too. Well, first off, bringing him back, and that was dumb. Last time you saw him, he powerbombs Dixie Carter, and then she comes back because she can't stay off camera and brings him back as the heel authority, which is just dumb.
Oh, you forgot that he showed up at the Royal Rumble there.
That was the only cool thing that they had,
yeah. Came out number 3. Anyway, continue.
So, they reported, this website reported that, he quit. And people said he wasn't happy with it. And then TNA responded. A source within TNA contacted them disputing that he quit the company. They said, quote, since he was not under contract, he could not have quit. He could? What are you talking about? I'm not under a contract at work. And I could quit tomorrow if I wanted to. I don't understand. I just thought that was dumb. You remember how we talked about their production crew and how they weren't paying these people for months on end, and they were basically saying, if you don't like it, fuck off and walk. They have now, we talked last week, we're like, well, here's they said by July 17th, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have now paid these people, and then guess what they did immediately after?
Fired them all.
They fired them all. TNA hired a new production company to assist the production of their shows.
What show?
Well, their show that's going on until September. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, which is pretty spot on most times, the ones who were let go were the people who were the most vocal about payments not being issued on time. As noted earlier, management was trying to find out who has been leaking information about late pay issues. Wow. TNA, dude. Huh?
Because it's worse and worse. It's just spinning around the drain faster and faster every fucking week, man.
TNA no longer offering guaranteed contracts to talents. Anybody who was under a guaranteed contract is no longer. They'll be getting a simple per appearance fee. So.
Oh, it's so bad over there. So fucking bad over there.
Other news, a couple of things, there's a ton of heat on Mick Foley, because Mick Foley came out and shit on Tough Enough, like everybody has.
Wow, it is fucking shit.
They sent home, like, the only guy who seemed to care anything about wrestling last week, and Mick Foley's like, I'm stopping watching this show. No one else watched it, dude. The ratings are terrible.
I think Nick Foley is the only one that has watched that fucking show.
And he's such a fucking, I love Mick Foley. He was, our third inductee into the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he was.
So,
He's a great man.
I am a big fan, but he's a real homer for WWE. He'll get behind dumb shit they do and, and whatever, that's fine. But he didn't on this, and evidently there's a bunch of heat on him from Vince, and...
Because he had an opinion.
Yeah, exactly. They're so cunty, man.
Yeah.
And then in the last bit of news I had really for the week, Sonny. We're going to talk about something.
Baby.
Bash is Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks. She wrote on Facebook during Monday Night's Raw, okay, who else thinks these two new, there's three new, but whatever, red, purple, orange heads in the Diva divisions are butterfaces? And Charlotte really has in-ring talent, questioning. So she's asking, who thinks that all those chicks are butterfaces, and who thinks that Charlotte actually has in-ring talent? So she's basically shitting on that chick's wrestling.
Yeah.
She added, I've never been a fan of women's wrestling. Leave it to the men. And my opinion of how someone looks is my opinion, as if no one has ever judged me.
Well, they're Miss Sunny, or whatever her fucking real name is.
Tammy Sitch.
Tammy Sitch. You've left yourself wide fucking open.
Just like your pussy?
Yeah.
He's doing porno now, isn't he?
Sounds like maybe. Is exactly all I say to that is, Tammy Sitch, don't you have some cocks to suck somewhere?
That's right. More wrestlers been in that shit than fucking Madison Square Garden.
There's more people that wrestlers have fucked her than are in the Hall of Fame.
The thing I don't understand is, why the fuck is she rooting against her own fucking team? You think, women getting more airtime and doing cooler shit, shouldn't she be,
she's
happy
bitter.
For 'em?
She's just bitter that she wasn't
bitter
able
that
to...
she's out of the game, or what?
Well, bitter that she wasn't able to fucking do what they're doing.
Probably.
Because there was no women's division back when she was...
Well, there kind of was.
There kind of was, but...
there was women having wrestling matches. She never even wrestled, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. I just think, she's just pissed on how over they are.
There was a time, though, where that chick was one of the, in my teenage world, was one of the hottest fucking broads ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Little did I know I could have probably got a blowjob if I had some pills in my pocket.
We had some pills and maybe a cupcake.
Oh, yeah. There's some great stories about her online. In shoot interviews, people have some real gem stories about her.
You just had that great, 90s hair.
Yeah.
And, how you can look back at older porno mags where they got, the fucking tan lines on their titties and shit. She was that caliber,
Yeah, were those, high-waisted panties and shit?
Yeah.
They're cut really high on the side for some reason?
Barely down to the fucking belly button.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was up with that.
I look back at it fondly, though, Yeah,
for sure. Getting into the highlight of the wrestling week, as always, Lucha Underground. We're in the interesting position that this is the first episode of Lucha Underground you've ever seen, right, Paul?
Yeah.
What did you think? What did you think?
Okay, I didn't exactly understand it at first, because...
Well, you're catching it towards the end of the season.
Yeah, we only have 2 weeks
Understandable.
left, and there's some things that have been building since October.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of...
Right, I understand. I wasn't catching on to the storylines or anything, but I'm like, why the fuck is Scarface fucking running a wrestling promotion?
He's great, man.
He's such a good bad guy.
I'll get to it, but it's like, yeah, these dudes in this like fucking dimly lit, smoky fucking office is like, am I witnessing a fucking sale of a large amount of cocaine? Wrestling show, but who'd they have on there? They had like Johnny Mundo had a fucking match.
Yep.
Yeah.
And man, all the wrestling was fucking top notch.
Yeah.
But it took me a little while. So I watched that, and the next day I was listening to the fucking Stone Cold podcast, and he had one of the producers of that show on there,
Right.
kind of explained how they shoot it to be more like an actual TV show that's centered around wrestling. Like, okay, that makes more fucking sense now. Like, the little vignettes fucking don't seem quite as fucking cheesy, you know?
Right. That was the guy you heard on there was Krista Joseph, one of the producers. He actually favored one of my tweets this week. What's up?
Anyway. It wasn't him. He was the guy that was on there was talking about him. It was like something Wagoneer or some shit. But yeah, it was interesting, man, because I'm like, yeah, what the fuck?
This is the same show. Like, at one point, somebody was like sacrificed to this creature we have not seen yet that's locked in a cage, and they like force him up to the cage, and it happens off screen, but all of them get covered in blood spray.
There's a creature. There's a fucking creature.
Yep, there's a creature. It's Scarface's brother. To put it into terms that you would understand.
Dario Cueto, who is Scarface. He has a brother. Since October, they've every once in a while they'll go to it, and he's locked in a cage in the basement. Now, this chick is down there too, Black Lotus. They captured her. Anyway, he's a creature, and you haven't seen him yet. But at one point, there's a guy who's like, if you guys fail me, a team of 3, one of you is gonna fucking die. And they hold him up to the cage off camera. You know, you see the guys, and like, dude, you start hearing crazy sounds, and they get covered in blood spray, man. Yeah. And I'm like, this is a fucking wrestling show. Unbelievable.
They killed a guy on a wrestling show.
They also killed, that Mil Muertes guy.
Yep, but now he's back.
Yeah, they did the fucking thing and brought him back from the dead. And dude, the stories in there, you got like, I don't know, Drago wasn't on the show this week. He's in the show. He's a fucking dragon, man. Yeah, he's the last of the dragons. Yep. Aerostars from outer space, and it's just the show is fucking crazy. You saw that Bengala cat, right? That dude, well, literally cat, right?
Yeah. He's a cat. Yeah.
They also have somebody.
He's a cat person. He doesn't like water.
Vanilla Escarlata, which is like a dude in drag.
Yep.
And shit, like that show is
very, very Rocky Horror Picture Show vibe with that one. Yep.
Yeah, Dr. Frankenfurter kind of fucking character.
Yep.
But like,
what I did notice though was there was a couple of people from one of the earlier seasons of Tough Enough.
Oh yeah.
There, that what the fuck was his name? Martin.
Yeah.
Marty the Moth.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that was the fucking best season of Tough Enough, by the way, with fucking Austin on there.
Yeah, I agree. This show has full of it, dude. It has also Son of Havoc on this show is a former guy kicked off of NXT.
Yep.
Also, Ivelisse was kicked off NXT. They have a bunch of people who are kicked off NXT, and it's so funny. It's like, wow, they took these people and actually did shit with them.
And did something with them, yeah. And if you're not aware, Paul, Robert Rodriguez he's one of the producers on the show as well. So,
yeah, I heard that.
Okay, yeah, so it's kind of like where you get your Grindhouse vibe from all of it.
And they've had a lot of like background, like backstage stuff where it's like a fucking kung fu movie.
Yeah, dude.
Or it's like a horror movie, and I mean, anything. That's the cool thing about it. Anything goes within the realm of this show. It's pretty fucking awesome.
See, and that's what I'm saying. It took me a little bit to wrap my fucking head around that.
Yeah.
It's over the top.
Yeah, like, you're coming in so late though too. You're coming in so late to it that you kind of need to go back and watch a few of the older episodes just to even because it's not like WWE where they pound down the fucking storylines down your throat every fucking week. They'll fucking do something with one storyline and they won't come back to it for like a month. They won't.
Sometimes.
Yeah, they won't come back to it for a while. So I mean,
and then like something will happen 1 week, and then it's 2 weeks again before it goes back to that. So it keeps it fresh too.
One suggestion is any of the matches with Angelico in their triple tag team matches. Watch any of those because those are fantastic. Any of the Son of Havoc, Evilise, and Angelico. If any of those matches that those guys are in, that dude does. He's got wild spots all over the fucking place.
Yeah, that show's full of wild spots. So.
And then the 1 hour Puma Mundo. The whole episode was Puma Mundo match. It was
the fucking they were talking about the all night match.
Yep, the all night match. That was pretty fucking rad too. Okay. But I mean, you could literally it's been one of them fucking wrestling promotions for me where it's just like every week out top the week before. And it's fucked. It's I don't know. Like they can get away with doing the shit that they're doing on this show because I don't know. It's hard to explain, man, but you really got to go back and watch all the older episodes.
I mean, you probably agree that it is the most original take on professional wrestling ever, though, right?
And it's also the most over the top, but they can get away with it,
Well, and that's the thing, That's how they're setting it up from the fucking get go. That like
they're not out there trying to fool
like any other TV show.
Yep, they'll call it a belt, they'll call it a strap, they'll call it a title, they'll call it whatever the fuck
they'll call it wrestling.
They'll call it fucking wrestling.
Fucking A, they'll call it wrestling.
And we got Vampiro getting into the fucking ring in 2 weeks again for the last time. I'm pumped for that.
Yeah, that should be pretty good. The next 2 weeks are going to be crazy. Ultimo Lucha. So to get into the show, you had Johnny Mundo and Tejano had a good match. Basically, Cage and Mac had a great match. Next week, Cage, there's a Cage in the Mac. Is that who's in it? Or no, it's Hernandez.
Yeah.
Hernandez and Drago have a match next week called Believers Backlash, which they're going to give the crowd leather straps. And if you fall outside the ring, the crowd can attack you with fucking leather belts.
Jesus.
I don't know how that's...
Is the crowd scripted too then, or what?
No, the crowd's legit.
Huh.
They might go over, like, something, just like, hey, these are guys, these are performers. You got to take care of them. Don't whap them across the face with these leather straps, across the back is the way to go, They'll probably have some, 15-minute, we've all been on a plane before, right? I mean, they take the 15 minutes before takeoff to show you how to fucking strap your safety belt in and shit. Yeah. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of the same thing.
I mean, they might put plants in there for that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe. But, if you got, what's her name? God, what's the ring announcer name in that?
Eva Mendes.
No.
Fuck.
It's Menendez. But anyway, if you got her explaining anything to me, I'm gonna fucking listen. So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep, she's... Whoo! Follow her on fucking Facebook, man. She puts up some fucking pictures.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Special creature.
Yeah, she's, her Twitter account's full of nice workout photos as well, by the way.
Oh,
yeah, so.
They showed finally what the fucking, as you saw with these 7 ancient Aztec seals, we've been like, what the fuck is this about? People are winning them, I don't know. We finally now see what it was. I like that they took a little jab at...
The Money in the Bank?
Yeah, they took a jab at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, they did.
Just cash this in whenever you want. And I was like, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's what I always thought of Money in the Bank. I'm like, so it's pretty much just a fucking empty fucking title shot.
Yep.
Like you can just come in after some dude got waylaid and fucking go.
It's a backup plan.
Yeah, it's their backup plan in case shit fucking falls apart.
Even though I did think that the WrestleMania with Rollins I was happy with that finish.
Yeah,
I was too. I was pumped, but then I was like, okay, they're gonna make Rollins an awesome fucking heel, and they haven't done that. So
it's true. Did you notice when they had the belt in the ring, the people, whenever they put their medallion in, first off, it was magnetic, which is cool.
Yeah.
But secondly, there was like a little sound effect, like you were putting a piece of stone into something, you know? They do shit like that, man.
They were just like short of like Legend of Zelda, like, you know, every time somebody fucking put one in there or something. Yeah.
Like I said, you could never get away with that shit anywhere else, and, you know, it takes wrestling somewhere that I never would have even thought, you know? Like, it's so creative.
Yeah.
But that sets up next week. There's going to be a 7-way battle royal. Well, is that next week? I think it is this upcoming week. They basically said that they're starting Ultima Lucha next week. So there'll be an hour show next week, and then in 2 weeks is the 2-hour season finale. This show runs on seasons, October until August, I guess. So hope they haven't re-signed or announced that they've re-signed for 2.
I'm pretty sure they got a deal.
But that'll be October again, so I'm going to be fucking sad for a couple months.
It's okay. It's all right, Jim. We've talked about this. It's going to be all right. The podcast shall survive without Lucha Underground.
We'll make it. We'll start talking about it. Bring another shit to talk about.
Yeah.
It was cool to get, it's cool to get somebody just kind of getting into it, you know, what they think about it. It is probably a lot to wrap your head around when you get in there.
We've turned more people on to Lucha Underground than...
Yeah, I think they should send us some fucking royalties or some t-shirts or something.
I'll wear a t-shirt.
Send us some swag.
Well, I'm definitely going to go check out more, because, just the in-ring shit that I saw was on another level than fucking Cena wins, LOL.
Yeah, didn't get that cat, Prince Puma, he's known as Ricochet on the Independents, but he's Prince Puma on this show, the champion.
Yeah.
I believe, the greatest high flyer of all time. I mean, ahead of even guys like Rey Mysterio. He does shit that's absurd, man. And he's like one of a couple guys who can do 630s in this, 630 splashes. They'd only let him do it, but Jack Evans can also do a 630. Shit's fucking absurd, man.
Jesus Christ.
I'll do a 630 off the top rope. It's like a 630 senton is what it is.
Yep.
Fucking absurd, dude. So that's, that was pretty much Ultimo Lucha, man. Phoenix had a match to re-win his medallion, so... Yeah, next week you get that 7-person battle royal, that crazy strap match. I don't know what the fuck that's going to be. And then...
if it's on Lucha, it's going to be good.
That 2-hour finale is going to be fucking great, so...
I think my head might explode by the
I
end
don't know
of
if
that.
you don't get El Rey, Paul?
No.
Yeah, you get it. Most likely, I mean, you watch it on YouTube, right, Rando?
Yeah, I watch mine on YouTube.
Next day it's on YouTube?
Even I got lucky a few times and caught it even later that night.
It's excellent. So,
See, that's where I saw was the link you put up. I just fucking rocked that shit.
I wish they would do something to get it online, you know, easier accessible. Because that channel, I paid $20 a month for Sling, which is like it's like 20 channels. You pay $20, and you can stream it over Xbox or like other shit. I pay $20 a month, and I don't use it other than Lucha. Every week I watch 1 hour of Lucha, and I pay my $5, and then like that's it. I basically pay $5 a week to watch that show, and I don't even care. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. So, yeah, that's
looking forward to all of it.
Yeah, next week we'll have to talk. We'll do like a little preview of Ultima Lucha, and we'll get into that, pick some matches and so on. So that's the week in wrestling, dude.
What a week it was.
You always
Thank you, Hulk Hogan, for your racial comments to give us something to talk about for the first hour of the show.
What else we have left, man, is the...
we got the one and only...
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Yeah, it is my week this week. If anybody hasn't noticed from the name drops, and that was completely organic earlier in the show with the whole fucking $1 million drops and everything like that.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
We're gonna put in the guy with the best laugh in wrestling in the history of wrestling, and possibly, probably one of the best heels that I fucking ever remember.
Growing up, certainly.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to go with the $1 Million Man, Mr. Ted DiBiase, into the Suplex City Limits Hall of Fame. Money, 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 money.
Everyone's got a price.
I always love the bum, 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 bum. That was always my favorite.
Everyone's gonna pay.
That song is good. It's actually funny. Lately, me and a dude that I work with, we get together and I don't know. We were jamming. Like, well, what should we jam? And he pulled out the G Generation X riff, and then that just gave way to we just get together and jam tons of old wrestling songs.
Just
so that's
fucking open the fucking floodgates. Yeah,
so much fun, man. We just sit and jam all of the old fucking Hogan and Ultimate Warrior.
You ever drop the one you're like, hey buddy, listen to this, and then you hit play, and then it goes. No.
I think you get your ass kicked for doing something like that.
I reckon.
Oh man!
Turn it to channel 12. It's a breast exam again.
I usually got a couple in my back pocket at band practice. We'll bust out the fucking Warrior theme every now and then.
Bum, 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 bum. I just want to
it's
shake
funny
because
because Matt knows right where I'm going. All I gotta do is John. He's there with the punches, man.
Yeah. It's fun as shit. We were talking about maybe doing a show. I don't know, just on a random show because there's random shows downstairs here where I'm at. And, with just weird, whatever bands, indie bands, I don't care. I want to get on the weirdest show possible, and then just do an hour-long montage of fucking classic wrestling songs.
there you go.
Fuck, that'd be awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
I would.
I hope that, because I don't want an audience that even knows, I just want to be after some emo indie band, up comes a band and playing fucking the Ultimate Warrior song and shit.
I think NES songs would be good too.
Those are hard as fuck.
I was gonna say you gotta be able to shred if you're gonna play that shit, man.
Yeah, dude. I recently watched a bunch of Bit Brigade. They're the cats who will they'll play through all the music from an NES game while a guy beats it on stage. So the game is playing. He's playing it on big screens while they play all the music from it.
Jesus.
The music for Mega Man and Metroid and Contra, Castlevania. They did all those. And those songs are hard as fuck on
I was
guitar.
gonna say Castlevania Bloody Tears.
Jesus.
Third stage on the original NES one. That's probably that's a shredder. I've watched a few.
How does that one go, dude?
You're gonna bring me into it again. Here, hold on a second. Here, hold on. I gotta think. Bump, 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 that's the beginning.
Are you saying banana?
No, I'm saying banana.
Hey, have you guys ever heard of the band Vomitron?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay, that Contra.
Oh, dude, that's
fucking medley they do.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
That is bad as fuck, man.
I actually played that on my old radio show, legit one time.
Did you? Really?
No, I did. It was right around
It's fucking
Christmas.
10 minutes long, too.
I used to. Those were the great ones. I'd always look for songs that were 7 to 10 minutes long. Then I could go outside and smoke. Yeah.
I suppose in the House of Fuzz, too. Yeah, that was pretty commonplace.
It was pretty commonplace. I'm surprised they never got arrested. How do you broadcast that you're on the radio doing illegal shit in downtown outside of the place? Live on the air. I'd just be live on the air, making I'm going to go outside and smoke now. No one ever did anything. Crazy.
That's awesome.
You got some info on the $1 Million Man? What belts? Did he ever hold?
Really held a championship, but
Dude, he had the best belt, the $1 million.
$1 million belt. He had to buy his own belt. But growing up, he was such a staple in wrestling and what I know is wrestling and everything. Growing up, he was the bad guy back then. He was the biggest bad guy you had.
Like you said, dude, that laugh.
Yeah, his laugh gets him into the fucking Hall of Fame alone.
Yeah.
Alone, all by
Menacing.
himself. Yeah, just the evilest fucking laugh in fucking wrestling.
He was solid in the ring, I never thought he was like a great worker, but I thought he was a really good worker.
He was solid. I mean, he'd be able to, he'd be able to sell, and he'd be able to fucking work a match and carry a match if he needs.
He's the guy you bring a fucking, a shithead green guy in, you throw him with fucking, you throw him with him and work him for a while.
Yeah, then you get $100 bills crammed down your throat for your troubles.
That's true.
Oh no! Don't do that to me.
Yeah, don't give me money in a way that would seem disrespectful because I'm still gonna keep it because it's money.
He could put the $1 million dream on me if he put that $100 in my mouth afterward.
I don't know. I just thought he was just like the way with the whole Andre the Giant thing where he tried to buy the title off of him. He was a perfect bad guy back then, man.
He was.
He really was. And
he was kind of Vince McMahon, though, I think. I was like, maybe Vince saw himself in the $1 Million Man.
Yeah, maybe that could have been a thing too, but. But we got enough of our favorites in there. It's time to start putting some fucking heels into this shit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It's pretty early when you said it. You said him, and I was like,
yeah, it's a little early for that, but yeah.
All right. But yeah, that's the thing. It's been like, I started picking different people too. We're gonna end up putting, I want to put like creative people in there, so interesting ones. What was last week? What I put in Ricky Steamboat. Before that, you put in Rick Rude.
Rick Rude. Before that, yep.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's turning out to be quite the Hall of Fame.
It is. It's the most prestigious Hall of Fame in all of podcastum.
All of podcastum.
the podcast of the Immortals.
The podcast. And shout out to all the listeners. Thanks for everything, you guys. It's fucking crazy. What did we made a few waves here on Stitcher, didn't we?
Yeah,
that's right. I'm talking to you, 2 women, 1 glass of wine, or whatever the fuck other podcast was. I gotta pull that up.
They were number 31.
They were 33.
Oh, okay.
They were below us.
So yeah, basically Stitcher has, I don't know, they say 40,000 plus podcasts, and they have a section, the Movers list. So we're number 32 as far as the biggest increase in the last week, up like 13,000 spots.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, we're
Kiss
ahead of...
the rings, bitch.
We're ahead of... I noticed that too. We're ahead of 2 girls.
Or 2 girls, 1 bottle of wine or some shit like that. Yeah,
that's like some kind of 2 girls, 1 cup thing or what?
Yep. It's going to be...
I'm going to say, do you think they were aware of, the parallel with that video when they made the podcast?
I'm sure they did. They had to find something catchy. But we're calling you out. We're calling you out, 2 women with a bottle of wine. Welcome to the world of 2 guys with a fucking bottle of whiskey. You want to mingle with this?
And a bottle of whiskey.
And a bottle of whiskey. Yeah. Oh.
A mutual friend of ours, his wife likes baking a lot and made cakes and shit like that. And she's like, I'd like to open a bakery. I'm like, and it just came right to my head. And I'm like, you know what you should name that bakery? 2 girls, 1 cupcake. Fucking genius.
She's going to find a partner, though, man.
Well, it was her and one of her friends.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I was like, dude, 2 girls, 1 cupcake. That's genius.
Genius.
You imagine what that show is, though? 2 girls and a bottle of wine. Like,
I think they talk about menstrual cramps and retaining water.
I'll just say we're probably not their demographic.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and probably say that it's probably not something I'd enjoy listening to.
So yeah, I mean, there's I guess I don't know where people, because we host on Podbean, and it shows the stats of our feed. So I mean, we know how many people listened overall, but I don't know how many people listen on Stitcher.
Yeah, we can't find that statistic, but the feed hits have been. It's been crazy. It's been gaining every week for the past, since we started, and it's gotten to the point where it has exceeded my expectations by leaps and bounds. This is
worldwide.
This is
bitch.
crazy, and I appreciate everybody. I was telling a couple people at work today, and I was like, there's motherfuckers out there who enjoy listening to us. Why? Like, what, why? I know
There's something for everybody, man. You talk about wrestling, you tell some tampon stories, yeah.
You missed our shitting the pants episode, we talked about shitting our pants. Yeah,
do you ever shit your pants as an adult?
As an adult?
I honestly, I never have.
Really?
Oh, come on, Paul. Don't hold out on us, man.
Dude, I would tell you. I have no fucking shame. I've definitely, like, sharded, like, at fucking work.
Yeah.
Like, over-trusted a fart after we had Chinese buffet.
Oh, that's terrible. That's your first mistake. That's a fatal flaw, my man.
Dude,
you gotta,
if you're ever, after you eat...
the ass over the fucking porta-john and, yeah.
If you ever eat Chinese food... So after you've eaten Chinese food, if you're wondering if it's a fart, it's not. It's shit.
It's never a fart.
No, it's never going to be a fart. I pulled it up here. 2 Girls and a Bottle of Wine is under the category of lifestyle and health.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
They talk about yoga and shit, probably.
And number 31 in front of us is Omega Man Radio, casting out demons in the religion and spirituality.
Oh,
We're coming for you.
We're coming for you, brother.
We have the power of Satan on our side.
That's right.
Omega Man Radio. We're going to have the devil fuck you in the ass.
That's right.
Break your back, make you humble. Some of these shows, though, Gun Dudes. It's not even under sports. It's under news and politics.
You're never gonna beat Gun Dudes.
We're not gonna beat it. We're gonna have to.
As long as people in Alabama have fucking internet, you're not gonna.
People in Alabama know what internet is.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
You just took an entire state.
I just took out an entire.
They must, because Alabama Football Podcast is number 9 on the.
They must.
They just fucking owned you right there.
Oh, yeah.
Arma kind of took a bite out of your
son
ass.
of a bitch.
So that's awesome. So I don't know where people listen, but if you want to help us beat Omega Man Radio, you can listen to the show on Stitcher.
And spread the word.
I don't know. I guess now it's too late. Next week, I guess.
Spread the word like it's a bad case.
After you listen to this on whatever you do, just go to Stitcher and hit play, and then go about your day, and then come back and
come back and shut it off.
It'll give us a fake listen. I'm not above it.
I ain't that proud to fucking beg for listens.
Fuck, dude. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
That's right.
Way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Those fucking words to live by.
There you go. Well, let's wrap this fat bastard up.
That's right. Let's put a fucking bow on it.
Put a bow on this bastard.
It's right.
So that's going to do it for this episode. Again, like I said, you can, after the show here, we'll be playing a song, a Gorgatron track, Inner Supremacy, off the album of the same name. Follow him on Twitter at GorgatronNodak, us at Suplex City Limit, me at Jim Vicious, and everything else, you know the routine. So we'll be back next week. Thanks everybody for listening.
Thanks again, Paul, for swinging on in. And
man.
Yeah, it was a good time, dude.
Thanks for
having
hanging
out.
out.
My pleasure, good sirs. May you all get drunk and get all the pussy or dick that you desire.
That's it. That's the perfect ending.
Can't top that one. Have a good week.